Wow. I'm just blown away. I am really hurt by what you said, successful. I know your live stream was aimed at me. And then I know you when you mentioned witchcraft, that was from Metal Heart. Right All Heart is just, yeah, she kind of sounding violent over there, talking about the only way to get this person to stop is if there was a pew pew to my head. And why my head? Like, that's so forever. Why not my leg or something? Or not at all, preferably. And then she said, or I get arrested. I'm just reporting the news. And here's the thing, I reported the news on the manosphere, both the black and white side of the manosphere some years ago. Um, and actually the white side of the manosphere last year. And then here's the thing, when I stopped out of boredom, then they're all in their feelings like, where does she go? Because I did stop reporting the news on Successful Ladies Live. I really did. And when I did, I glanced over there. She sounded hurt. That why, she didn't mean for it to be like this and that. And I came back. So she made a response video at me, even though I was not the one talking like that. Okay. Her subscribers that we share on topics of her, hi Kitty, they were just giving their truth. Okay. They were giving her advice. They were speaking facts. Now, was I around the whole time? No, look, y'all, I had to lay down. And then I woke back up and I dozed back off a little bit. But I guess I'm the face for everybody, for successful. Right, it's freedom of speech. And she should be glad that people are over here speaking freely how they want to speak. And it's actually helping her open her mind that, okay, something is wrong. You will never be Cynthia G. You will never be Bannock Woman. You will never be like the other black women that I know you want to be. You'll never be like them. And then you're saying, I want to be like you. Girl, no. I swear to God. Hate to swear on God, but I'm being honest. From the bottom of my heart, no. I'm straight up. Okay, no offense to you, but no. But you'll never be them. That's not what your content is about. You made your content, you started out as BWE, but then you turned it into something else. So now that's permanent. That is what you're going to be known for. Meaning that you should try to improve and use that, to your advantage to get better over time. Hopefully someday. But no, making content about black men, that's not your thing. Just like there's black men out there, they may make content about black women. It's not their thing. It's for some of them and not everyone. It's not for everyone. Okay, that's not going to be your thing. Your thing is the struggle sector. I'm not saying that to be mean, but it's the struggle sector. Okay, and it's okay to embrace that. You are a Leo woman like me. I'm a newscaster. You're a struggle sector lead over here. Okay, and that's okay. But this is fair use. And I want to say this, I'm really disturbed hearing her talk about a weapon to my head. She said that, y'all, without saying for me, but we know who she's talking about, or get me arrested. How is that black woman empowerment? You want me to be dead or arrested? And we all have to go at some point. We all have to go, yes, but not so soon. Oh, to be at peace. You We're gonna play some of it because I didn't want to go live today. I'm taking a live stream break, and then this is what she do. She's doing it on purpose. That day when she had two different live streams, she knows she was disturbing my rest and my errands and everything else. She know what she's doing. Now, if she do anything crazy over the Christmas, I'll record it and I'll worry about it later in the future. But she's doing this on purpose. She just had a live stream. You heard it. Yeah, she talking about pew pew to my head. She wants another fellow Leo woman to be gone. She wants me to be gone. Okay. And here's the thing. Okay. I would be a very restless soul. I would find you in the spirit world. Okay. I will float as a ghost, find wherever hotel you're at, because then there's no police or anything in the afterlife, I'm assuming. And I will hunt you until you join me. Okay. You do not want me to be on the other side early. Okay. You do not want that. I will not go to the I will not go to the light. I will not go to the light. You start hearing things shaking that hotel room, that's me. Okay? That's me. When did this I just started this live stream. No, I'm not gonna call. I'm not gonna call. But I want to make a record of this that she said that. Even putting that out there, that's very dangerous. And how is that black woman empowerment? How is that BWE? I'm not going to call because karma does exist. She's right. Karma does exist. And as God's chosen one, right, as you like to talk about God, he's not pleased by that, what you said not long ago. So we're going to push play and hear her. Like, I mean, she's losing it and no one's bothering. I'm literally, y'all, I was just making me an omelet. And I looked at my phone. I said, oh, she's live. Okay. Um, oh, hi, Diamond Princess. I know. I know. And yeah, it should be taken seriously. It should. I understand. I'm just taking it all in. It's really shocking.
This is just a video. Uh, this is just a
I love and
video
wisdom.
while I'm waiting on some things today.
And I want y'all to know, y'all all are witnesses. I never wanted harm her way. I said, she's a woman out there. She's homeless. Be careful. That's all I said. But for me, successful, because I know you're lurking. Stop playing. We all know you're lurking. You want me to be harmed? Ain't I a woman? Right? That little fake speech they edited her whole speech. The real speech, she was actually a northerner and she didn't speak like that. But ain't I a woman? Right? What happened to that? Yeah, yeah. She's no.
I'm so grateful to be able to move around, guys.
Yeah, thank goodness
I
for
feel like I've
Caitlin.
just been in the waiting room all year long, you know?
I am. This is it. This is it.
But you know, this year for me hasn't been nothing but like people telling me bad news. I don't have no bad news today, but I'm saying like
Caitlin better be careful. I don't know. They both. They're real Donald.
I'm not shook about people's feelings or thoughts or anything they have on about going on about me.
Hi, Juanita.
And I'm not on nobody platform looking to see what
I didn't
nobody
want to
has to
be
say.
back. I
I over,
I didn't want to be back. I'm ready to take a live stream break. I'm not really a live streamer, but here we are. But yes, stop e-begging. She is. Now, if anybody want to come up for a few minutes, you can. I don't want to make this too long because last night was plenty. But yeah, she literally said, um, a pew pew. She wants me out of here. How is that black woman empowerment? Even though she does wrong, I don't want her to die.
overcame that demonstrative curiosity this year. And I'm truly
Yes,
continuing to
AF.
find my peace every day. And
She's live again. A second live. See, she's doing this on purpose. If she's live again, I'm not playing for her. She's trying to overwork me. If she's live again, she did it before. Let me see. If she's live again, oh, okay. She's doing one of those BWE live streams. It's called Revealing Our True Enemy. It's something about black men. See, if she was a nice person, like I wouldn't mind her texting me about black men. I mean, there's black men out there who are with non-black women and they think about black women every day. I mean, if you think about your own race every single day, I think it's something going on. something's going on. But sometimes it's fine, but every single moment is kind of concerning. But
I knew that when I came into this space, like just talking about,
oh, Diamond Princess. Oh, hi, Diamond Princess. This is rare.
I know, right? I
Okay.
know. Um, wow, I didn't know you were going through this so suddenly with her.
Yeah,
Like,
she wants me to be gone.
that's crazy. Like, why would somebody threaten somebody over social media? Like, does she even know that she is leaving digital marks it when she threatened people like that? Like, that's something that does not go away. That that's something that will stick to her for the rest of her life. And you should definitely make a police report because who, she might know somebody in her family or around the
Well, her
neighborhood.
family don't want to talk to her, so I know it's not going to be family. They don't want anything to do with her. It's definitely not family, but she got some crazy subscribers. So I'm
Well,
documenting this now, and it's like I just it's a lot of things I don't want to believe. But what is she really capable of? Like she sounds like she's losing her mind.
I don't think it's just her. It could be her subscribers too, because we don't know what her subscriber base is. So you might they might get somebody in their family, or they might know somebody to try to off you from this world. And
But
it and that's
personally,
um,
I'm just gonna leave it be. But I am recording this because I want people in the future, if they ever find my channel about her, which they will, I want them to hear this. Oh, you got sick. I want
yeah.
them. I want them to hear this, because deep down, Kitty, I bet she would love for me to do a police report. Why? Because she's gonna go to her channel, and now look, da, 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 she wants this. She look. I'm telling you, she is doing this on purpose. She's being very dangerous, and she wants me to do things like that. She's not the only one. There's a guy out there who's hoping to God I go to court with him and stuff like that. It's some crazy people who want you to go farther with it. It's intentional. I
mm,
Yes, it's a tactic. I don't know what type of tactic it is, but they want this. Oh, the real information. That's true because people have been trying to dox me. But she wants the real. You know. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. You have to be careful with her followers because they will try to dox you.
yeah,
That's
and
why.
they will, and then they don't even have the right information. That's the sick part. I just get irritated. I get irritated because people. I mean, people have named me Maria, Vanessa. I mean, all types of
I
different names.
know
It's a long list. Um,
it
I do want to
is.
have my own business in the future. Sure. Maybe my information will be out there in the future, but for now, with these crazy people, um,
Mhm.
yeah. But no, I'm just gonna do this as documentation. She's live now because she's trying to steer her subscribers back on her end to listen
Mhm.
to her about something about black men and the enemy. She's not BWE. She's not ever gonna be a Cynthia G. She's gonna be her, and she needs to embrace
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. But I will still make a police report. It doesn't mean they're going to start an investigation or whatever, but they just keep the report just in case something like this happens again, and they'll be like, okay, now this person
Hmm.
is being serious. Now we gotta take action. That's just basically what that is. It's
No,
they
I
don't.
get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but
Yeah,
I see what she's trying to do, and she's being very
yeah,
violent.
yeah. But you don't say nothing like that, especially on social media.
Yeah, it never crossed my
Yeah,
mind. I don't want her to be hurt, but she over there like F it. Like I'm like, whoa.
maybe being homeless just got to her head, and and
Well,
her subscriber base probably doesn't probably doesn't have money to like reach out and to give her, because she, like, you got to understand, you're like, people are losing their jobs.
well,
um
she never really had a job. She would get
yeah.
commission based jobs that would get her fired and stuff like that. Well, that's
What?
good. She found God last night. Well, I doubt it. It must have been some type of. evil spirit.
Well, in order to like be like when you find when you're on the right track with God, you have to be persistent. You have to read the Bible, understand the Bible, walk in your faith, you learn how to forgive others that wrong you and stuff like that. And she has to learn how to forgive, even the people that, did her wrong. She got to learn how to forgive them so her life
I
can,
think it's more people need to forgive her because she has done a lot of wrong, starting today. But
Well, the thing is that she, whatever she done to a lot of people, she's gonna need their forgiveness. You know what I mean? So she could be like back on track or whatever.
yeah, but that was just I don't know, but I was just blown away.
I understand. That's understandable. I don't know if it's like frustration. I don't know. I don't know this chick, to be honest with you. I just seen. I think I saw her like a decade ago or something like
Yeah,
that.
everybody seen her a long time ago, and then I think people kind of vanished for a while, like I did too. But yeah,
Yeah.
she's evil, but she don't see it. So
Yeah, she doesn't, but she needs to get on her knees and ask God for forgiveness because what she just said to you, that was not right at all.
it wasn't. I was like,
Yeah,
I'm just listening, like, whoa.
but I will still follow a police report just in case she continues to make threats.
Well, she will. She'll continue. I think this is her. This is gonna be her thing. So
Yeah, yeah, but you know, but still, I will still make that police report to your nearest police department. But other than that, I really don't have to keep up. I don't really don't keep up with her because I just don't like hearing "woe is me" on her channel all the time.
right.
You know what I mean? I'm
Yes.
like, I'm like, girl, what are you doing in your journey to recover like from this?
Nothing. Nothing.
Like I like to hear something positive. It's like, okay, I'm gonna go about my day, see if I can look for a job,
Right.
see if I can stay with, relatives or friends until I get my life together. I'm not hearing any of that are improvements on her channel. How many subscribers does she has?
I think she's up to was it 70K or 60K? I think some of them are fake, at least a lot of them, because they're not donating like that level. I don't know. Something's up over her channel, but or maybe they're just subscribed. Because I have people who are just subscribed to me as well, and they don't. They're just subscribed to be subscribed. I mean, it can
Uh-huh.
happen. So I don't
Yeah,
know. I don't know.
but I can't be subscribed to somebody that's just is a woe is me person. Please donate money, and there's no action being put behind it. Nothing.
No. But I'm gonna go back to playing this video because I want people to hear this. I know they heard it. I don't know if you want to stay up here with me or and play this for a little bit. Are you
It's
gonna stay up
fine.
here a little bit, or are you gonna drop back down?
I'll stay a little bit.
Okay, I want to push this little. I want y'all to hear this mess.
Black women relationships and everything. I I don't think I understood the magnitude, but I understood that I put a X on my back or a target on my back.
Let me speed this
I have
up. Oh,
always
there we
been
go.
a person that knew myself from an early age, very early age. And I was always very conscious that something was like really off in the black community.
Yes, and you're one of them. Okay, and it's not just the black community. The non-black community got their people, their negative people, however you want to call it as well. Stop acting like it's only bad in black communities. The difference is the non-black communities are just a little better at covering up their stuff. Plus, they have more positive media. We don't have like constant positive media from decades ago to present like that. Like they do. That's the only difference. Let me push play.
I think I'm gonna cover that RZA story later. TMZ picked up the story. Some crazy bullying, horrific ending to that young lady's life on TikTok. But I'm not gonna go into that. I've been
I'm gonna put you just unmute yourself, Diamond, when you want to speak, cause Stop eBay says she hear you sniffling.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
It's
Yeah.
okay. Just unmute yourself if you have something to say. That's all. Okay.
building my tribe on TikTok, and I've been doing it in silence. Y'all don't never know where I'm gonna pop up on TikTok, and I've just been pulling some of my videos over there. So
I bet you'll pop up on my end. I bet you'll pop up on my end. If I really just start strolling, you'll pop up. But I'll leave it alone. Look at Samantha Cooker. Yeah, I made some videos. Samantha Cooker did the whole thing like successful. Samantha Cooker has a black son, and she was saying she's divested. Okay, that's fine. There's people out there who are nuns, I found out, who are not virgins. They became nuns later. So, okay, whatever. But Samantha Cooker started blaming divestors for black men, which is not divestors' fault. On that level, but I made videos because I can see right through it. It's okay to say you're disappointed in black men, the ones you dealt with or whatever, and you still prefer black men. I mean, there was a white woman offline, nothing to do with the internet, and she was complaining about white men, but she has a white husband, but she'll complain about him. That's okay.
What
Other race.
happened to Samantha Cooker anyway? Last time I checked, she was having problems with her channel or being demonetized.
No, she took everything down because her last video she made is I have it on my channel. She said
Hmm.
she's done talking about black men in a negative way because she met a black guy approached her at the grocery store, and they got together the end. So that was the whole thing. And I would call it out before she got with the black guy, and she hated it. She was like, "Oh, you hate me?" No, I don't. It's okay. Look, if you even if you prefer white men, black men, Asian men, it don't matter. Just it's okay to be honest. It's okay. Don't pretend to be something you're not. And that's what successful is doing. She's like Samantha Cooker. She has a black child. She's saying she hate black men. She's done. She's not done. Okay. Just like some white women out there. Oh, white men are this. They're awful. But they're not done with white men. Okay. It's just not gonna happen. You say you prefer black men. Okay. It's just not gonna happen. So
I've been minding the business that pays me. You know, for every one of you that are my supporters. And you know what? You know what? What's so crazy about it? It's not about people supporting dysfunction or crazy or drama or trauma or
yeah, because if you get murked, you can't get arrested if you're gone, right? So I put or because literally she says that in this live stream. She said either that person gets murked in the head, pew pew in the head, or arrested. Okay, that's why.
or whatever people peg my life and my daughter's life to be this year. It's about just understanding that I've
But for me personally, I'm just gonna leave it alone. But if y'all want to report her, y'all can. But it was very extreme, very concerning. But I'm personally just gonna.
revealed the good, the bad, and the ugly about my life. And my supporters are people that know a lot more about my character. My character doesn't change. Every video I do on here about the black community or relationships, I stand 10 toes down on that. I'm that's not a character.
Yeah, technically she should not be monetized because I mean even non-black racists are getting demonetized. You're not supposed. I mean you can talk a certain way, but be careful with your wording. You're not supposed to put out hate speech against. That would include black men too and black women. Okay, you can't put hate speech out there about black women. So she should not be getting YouTube checks, um, threatening my life. I guess obviously. And then also the things she say about
That's me. I know y'all think that, but no, that's me. That's how I really feel. If I had the choice to live in a mansion, and some women, some of you ladies, y'all love comfort. I get it. If I had the choice to live in a mansion in a black neighborhood versus live in a cardboard box in the white neighborhood, I would choose the cardboard box in the white neighborhood.
actually the cardboard box in the white neighborhood would be like something like a trailer park. Okay, you didn't. We took a wrong turn some years ago, and we went to a white area, like a very get her done. They had anti-Obama photos up on their little trailer park thing. It was ran down. It looked awful. Okay, it was not the white neighborhood people like the stereotype as all of them having. It was low income white people. We took a wrong turn, y'all, and it looked terrible. I would prefer the mansion around the black people. Okay, because there are wealthy neighborhoods that are black and they're not hurting each other. Do your research. It's all about classism based on income. Okay, so you can't just assume anything black is deadly. Some she need therapy because I'm not trying to be mean, but um, you have to go based on the class of the race of person. Okay, you can't assume successful that I mean all black people are violent and all non-black people are not. If that was the case, they wouldn't have wars. They wouldn't be offing each other. Like, be for real, okay? This, okay.
I stand 10 toes down on my message for black women because this is the way I see it. Every time you make a choice to stay in the BC means the black community, you run the risk. It may not be you letting Mr. Deadly in, it may not be your neighbor. It could literally be a friend of a friend. It could literally be a Christmas party. It could be a New Year's party. It could be a Halloween party. It could be a family gathering. It could be a graduation. It can be any type of event in our
Exactly.
community.
It's not to you successful to this comment over here, not you.
And that is why people feel the way they feel because the root of it,
And here's the funny part, stop e-begging. It was this white Mansford guy. His name was Mike the McTow, okay, back in the day. And he was living in his car. He was a bum living off his subscribers. Well, I kind of helped them expose that a little scam. See, I have experience, right? Anyway, while living in his car was a white person who broke into his vehicle and somehow stole the vehicle. Okay, so I mean, I don't know. You can't assume. I mean, and there's black men who are guilty of this too, where they think anything non-black is good, black bad. That type of thinking is very dangerous and not it's not good. Okay, there's some good people in every single race and culture. It's common sense.
It kind of goes back to how the MAGA movement with what's going on with Turning Point USA.
Yeah.
Well, with Marvin Gaines got denied entry into Turning Point USA, and then there's Officer Tatum, and then
Oh
they're going
gosh.
against Candace Owens and all that stuff. Like these people think that you think that these spaces are safe for them, thinking that, oh, these are my friends, these are my buddies, and to reality, that's
Mhm.
not the case. And for Leandra, in that case, living in a cardboard box, thinking you're being safe in a white neighborhood, these white people will think that you're a criminal.
Look,
And
they might call the cops
yeah,
on her being parked out there in their area. They're like, "What is this
exactly.
blackie out there? We gotta
Yeah,
call."
they will think that she, like, that's what they think of us, because that's the narrative that they think
I
of
mean, she
people of
just parked
color.
outside, no shelter.
Uh-huh.
They're concerned their trailer parks might be broken into, and she just parked
Yeah,
out there. So she
because
can't.
most of these white neighborhoods are very conservative, and we already know the mindsets of the conservative and what they think of black people. So uh, I'm not gonna get into that no more.
Well, thanks for adding that. And also, because we know she listened to the live stream. Now, I remember KT at some point she was mentioning this place. Now, see, not all black people live in this area. Okay. Now, this is many hours away from me because it will tell you how many hours away. It's called Bonita Gardens. This is a different class of people, or black people, or minority people, whoever lives here. Okay. So KT was recommending she start there. Start at the bottom, work your way up top. So I had to look into it, and there are people who live there who posted photos of themselves. Look at this, and this is a couple. You see that? A happy black man, a happy black one. This could be your neighbor successful. If you move to Bonita Gardens, these people are still there. These could be your neighbors right here, and they posted pictures of themselves. This is a happy black couple. Now, this was last year. They had Christmas. Look at that. So over here, it seems like people are very social, and you love to talk. Okay, I guess they're getting things ready for this was last year. Okay, this is a different class, but you have to understand successful. There are upper class neighborhoods with just black people, just like white people have their upper class neighborhoods. Okay, now obviously this is not one of them, but these seem like friendly people. And look, here's more pictures from this same apartment. They have singing contest. Look at that. And she can sing. Look at her hand, like she's really getting into it. So maybe Bonita Gardens may not be as bad. And here's a black man and a Hispanic woman working outside. They are employees of this apartment. They're painting. They're trying to fix it up. They're trying to fix it. See that? And this is a black guy who's working there. He's working. Now here's one of your other potential neighbors. She gave this place a 4-star rating. She's around Caitlin's age, so this could be someone Caitlin can hang out with. Okay, she's a party person. I don't know if Caitlin wants to party. So that is Bonita Gardens. Okay. Uh,
And where is that at?
oh, it says Dallas up here. It's in Texas.
Oh,
It's in Texas. Yeah.
oh, okay.
Someone was recommending she need to start very low, where the rent is cheap. Okay, and then work her way up.
Yeah, that's what she should do. Like, there's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that. That's something that's temporary until
Right.
she gets something nicer.
Exactly. And look,
Yeah.
there's black couples there, so it's not like everybody's single and no one got nobody. No, this guy, he posted up his love, okay? He posted up his woman right here. Okay? There's even a picture of him. I don't know if it's her or him, but they show a pot of green beans. I'm like, okay. Some green beans with some, I think it's some turkey meat. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. So
Uh,
these like
uh, all you saying is that you have to start somewhere. Like,
right.
yeah, there's nothing wrong with going into, like, housing, like getting like a voucher from the housing authority. Like, all that is just temporary. You know what I mean? Even though housing from the housing authority takes longer, she could go into low income housing or find apartments that are very cheap to rent. Even
Right.
though they're in a bad neighborhood, it's not in the best neighborhood, it's a start. It's
It's
a
a
fresh start.
start. And this is
Yeah.
a good sign. This is the same Bonita Gardens. Look at the little cute little kitty. If a little cat feels comfortable laying in front of it, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. But yeah, homegirl right here, she went ahead and said, "This is 4 stars up in this B." She's like, "Yeah, come over here, move here. This is it. This is a starting point." Okay, and she's in her 20s, so like Caitlin's in her 20s. They can hang out. They can hang out. Okay, right? Just be. She gotta be humble. Start somewhere. That's what her channel's about. She likes to overshare. So this is her journey. This is gonna be her channel, to get better. She's not, she wants to be a Cynthia G, but she's not going to be a Cynthia G ever. There's some men out there want to be a Kevin
Yeah.
Samuels. They're not going to be Kevin Samuels.
Well,
Okay. No.
yeah, because they don't have that drive.
that drive, that personality,
Yeah.
and a person that's them. They need to embrace who
Uh-huh.
they are.
Yeah. They're trying to be a copycat of someone else and they're not embracing who they are. Like Cynthia G is Cynthia G. She built off her platform because she's being her authentic self. When you
Right. I
try,
mean, you
yeah,
can't mimic. That's like me trying to be
yeah,
somebody else. I can't be them. I can't.
exactly. Yeah, you can't be somebody else. Like for example, I build off my channel because me being me. If I try to do the same thing as Miss Elite, it's gonna come off as not
Not your true
authentic.
self. Like we can't be each
Yeah,
other. You have to be you. I have to be me. That's
yeah,
it.
that's basically it. So you know, I don't know what she's trying to do with her platform, but being a woe is me is not working out for her. She should think of another strategy to build her channel, like being like a positive influence for like black young girls and young black women, trying to lay them in the right path, not
I
to
don't even think she should worry about other people. I get what you're saying, like be a better
yeah.
example, but I think she really needs to get out of being homeless first and
Well,
get a job.
well, she can share her experience and say, don't end up like me when you end up in your car and you don't have family to depend on and something like that. Just encourage them to go to school and get a degree and go into their field of interest. You know what I mean? But
Hmm.
I she needs to switch up her platform. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I mean, I get what you say, but yeah, she needs to switch it in a positive way. But I'm gonna push play. Let's hear what she has to say.
Is me saying I'm going my own way and I'm going to encourage my daughter no matter what it takes for her to go her own way and not be a tool and not be um and that's going to take fight. That's a fight every time. There are so many outside forces with that. You only have one time to meet the wrong person and make the wrong mistake. And I survived a whole year of crazy in my life. Literally,
I
I
don't
had
know about
we
that.
and you know what? It was by God's grace. I noticed one thing about people that be on these people's platforms.
Hmm.
They don't believe in God. They don't believe in the
Well, everyone's viewpoint over here on my end, I believe in God, or well, somebody had to create us. Somebody had we can't just be here. Who made us? Okay. So everybody's free to have their belief system. People can be an atheist or agnostic, etc. If you are pro America, like you claim, this country is built on, yes, Christianity, but we allow other people to practice other faiths or lack of. So you judging people, which the Bible is actually against, okay, since you're the super duper Christian all of a sudden, you're judging. You're judging. So if you're really going to be about it, then yeah.
divine creator, guys. I'm not out here by myself.
I know Caitlin there working full time. Now I promise you, if she was to stop working or she moved out, um, the godly preaching, I don't think it would go this far. Is Caitlin.
I have some of the most interesting conversations with people that follow other people that are so heavily invested in my life. I'm telling you guys. And I'm not going to say it's all negative or all positive. I'm going to say it's interesting. So I already know when people be doing a whole lot. I choose my peace and I choose to not go to these people's hellholes of a channel.
This
They
not a hellhole of a channel over here. I'm just reporting the news, and I'm going to do other topics, and I have. Some people prefer more this end. Some people don't mind this. I'm kind of doing different things, especially for next year. Okay, but I'm still gonna make sure you're doing. I'm not gonna lie because I gotta see where this ends. Um,
They don't believe in God. They don't fear hell,
They don't fear
and they don't
hell.
have nothing for me.
Oh, they don't send any more money.
If I can survive being sacrificed by my own family, being
No.
the sacrifice, I can survive.
Exactly. Maybe she's the problem.
Y'all didn't pay for my car. I just want everybody to know that. Because I know people say a lot. I had an inheritance from my grandfather and paid for that car that it broke my heart to lose.
Thank you for adding that. At least it broke your heart to lose your grandfather, because that would be sad if you got to wait for people to die to make it. At least get a car. I mean, how many family members have to die?
And what I mean by that is because I felt like, okay, this is a pretty brand new car. It's going to be gut wrenching because it puts me back in the spin of not having the best transportation. But you know what? It's more than enough. It's more than enough. Y'all do not know my true people. They find me on here. If you go Google my name, Successful Ladies Live, go to your YouTube page because I was talking to someone that was familiar with that other person that they don't like me.
I never said I don't like you, but I don't like your behavior towards me, and you're being mean. And yeah, I do have feelings that you don't care about. Okay, you're attacking me, you're harassing me, and I'm just doing a reaction channel type newscasting. That's it, like any other content creator. That's it. You do the same thing. You did it with Dodash. So what's the difference?
I know you don't mean everything you say on your channel. I mean everything I say on my channel. I mean it. I'm never going to backtrack the stuff I said. And that's what they hate. I'm not a liar. I can't tell you every joy and every good thing because it gets twisted around.
Well, tell us the good things, because you're only sharing negative. Tell us the good things. You don't have to share just negative. Tell us the good things. We already know Caitlin got a job. We know that. But what about something positive for you?
And these people are stalkers.
No, no
So
one's
I
stalking
can't tell
you.
y'all all my happy times. That's kind of why. That's pretty much why. I have a stalker for life until that
A
person
lie.
has a pew pew to the brain or they're
You heard that? Or, that's why the title says or. Okay, this is directed at me. Let me rewind a little bit more. You see that?
tell y'all all my happy times. That's kind of why. That's pretty much why. I have a stalker for life until that person has a pew pew to the brain or they're under the jail. They're not going to stop. It doesn't matter. And that
So before Christmas, she's talking about my dismiss or arrested for what? You see that? And there's someone in her chat. I took a screenshot of that. It's one of these talking about is that slimy? Oh, here it is, right here on the screen. The slimy stalker girl, Miss Elite, not Miss Delete. Okay, that's what she wants me to be deleted. Yeah, still harassing you. I'm not harassing her at all. I'm doing reaction videos like everybody else. She does it too.
Yeah, making like commentary and stuff like that is not harassment. Doing reactions is not harassment. It's just giving commentary on somebody's opinion. Not
That's it.
yeah.
That is it. And then I mean, she wants me gone or arrested. I'm like, wow.
RZA story, it hit home for me because I'm not a depressed type person, but I understand why that young lady was going through all that inner turmoil that she was going through. She was addicted to trying to placate to people, but I think that she suffered from some type of mental stuff that she had going on. So she's a true 100% victim. Guys, look, no, my subscribers didn't pay for my car. My
They
car
help
now.
for the
I'm on
gas
car
and
number
stuff.
3 this year. I'm on number 3.
Number 3.
Okay. They didn't pay for my car.
Well, they
I
help.
had enough value in my previous car and enough negotiation skills to get that other vehicle sold. And when I tell y'all this car dropped out the sky, that's what I mean. Like, there ain't never no weapon that's formed against you if you are truly a
Right. Against someone like you, no weapon formed against me shall prosper from you. Right.
believer. See, I don't believe in my own merit. I'm a human being that's flawed. I don't have the strength. That's why I have to lean in my faith into my strength through all of the words that I've had growing up in the Bible and the verses and everything. And that's why I stand 10 toes down and I stand strong. See, the problem we facing in the black community, we are a godless society. We don't
I
have no
mean,
morals.
that's
We
not
don't
true for
stand
all
on
black
nothing.
people.
Every time something comes our way, we fold, guys. My
Guys,
life
well,
this year is a complete 100%
okay.
testament that God doesn't give up on us. Even when we've had so many moments, we want to give up on ourselves. I feel like every day I wake up, every day I fight it out with Caitlin, we're moving forward.
And you said in one of your videos, successful, that you literally said it real quick. I should have saved it, but I didn't. But you said, "Well, Caitlyn, she don't want to. You need Caitlyn to take care of you, to help you." Okay, and you said she doesn't like that. You actually admitted that she's getting tired. She can't even work and actually have her own check, at least one, like the whole check to do whatever she wants to do. Like, yeah, in your 20s, you want to have fun with your money that you earned, but you're not allowing her to do that because you need her to be the provider, and that's not fair because you're not helping.
It may not feel like it may not look like it, but you know what? Look at
Well,
the
I question
miracles that happened
everything.
this year, guys. Again, my subscribers didn't pay for this third one, they didn't pay for the second one. And they just barely helped me piece together that first one this year. Y'all know how bad that car was. This struggle is deeper than a car. It's deeper than an apartment. This is a this is a fight for heaven. I
Oh,
don't listen to
oh, so you're trying to get to heaven. Well, you're not doing so good.
Well, well, she needs to get a job and contribute to her own things instead of just relying
Right,
on people that probably does not have the means to take care of themselves. So she needs to do something for herself so that she can get out of her own situation instead of relying on other people to help her do it.
right. And if it wasn't for her daughter, she would literally be on the streets right now, right now. And she can talk
She
about the
could,
Lord and everything, but
like,
yeah,
I don't mind her doing like a GoFundMe or something like that, but
she
she has to
do.
put
She already done
a
that. Many. She done like I think has it been 12? I think she did 12 different GoFundmes now, and they're at
so
zero.
wow.
I think her subscribers are getting kind of burnt out on giving to the GoFundMe. They'll send through her Cash App, but which is I'm not.
Hmm.
Look, there's nothing wrong with that, but GoFundMe's is kind of big, and this she's doing it kind of often.
Yeah, yeah, but she also needs to find. She either needs to go back to school or find a job or do both, because
Hmm.
her just on going on YouTube ranting is not helping her get off the streets.
Right. Oh, hi, Wanda. Look, the title alone. We just passed that little part, but she said that she wants someone to pretty much pew pew me in the head, or I have to be arrested. I
What's
was
that
like,
going to solve? Like, that's not going to
nothing.
stop. Like, that's not going to stop other people from talking about her. This is like internet. People are going to
Right.
respond. People are going to react. That's just the way it is, whether it's positive or negative. Like, that's just the way it is, and you can't do anything. Like, killing people, like, it's not going to do anything.
Right. You know what? The best thing for her to do, because I know you're lurking successful, just delete all your YouTube channels and come back a better person. If since you like to overshare and then complain that you overshare and then we repeat what you say, okay? Um, I didn't do anything. Like all I did, like what I'm doing now, I'm just reacting to her content, and now she's ready for me to die. So, or go to jail. That's it.
amoral women who live amoral lifestyles tell me how I should be living, thinking, and feeling. People may not like what I've displayed on my channel. What you're seeing is a whole fight. And I'm not talking about fist fight. It's a spiritual fight. And y'all don't have faith like I have. That's why a lot of people don't be making it out here, guys. They have faith in their own flesh. I don't. But I try to stay sin free. I don't have nobody I don't like or somebody I would literally go out of my way to hurt. I don't play God in people's life. People try to play God in my life every day. I know what you're saying. You said, I just feel like when I look at your situation, if you just get a job, it ain't going to work. No, 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 no. Because it's got to be.
Wait, there's a scam warning on her Cash App now? Let me see. I never heard of that. You can get a warning from people? Wait, let me find her Cash App. So you mean Cash App will put a warning on people Cash App if let me see. I'm gonna see if I can see it. Let me pull up my Cash App. Let me see if I can find her.
Yeah, because you can report somebody's cash app if you feel like it's suspicious, and and people have a right to feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
And it happened like often where people use their cash apps to do something other than doing what its purpose is for,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why people report it, because people are not using it as it is intended to. Like people can, like I think I remember this one story where this lady lied and said that her daughter died, and
Mm-hmm.
it
Let me
turned
put up
out
my
she
Cash App
was,
while we're talking about Cash Apps. Let me
yeah,
put mine up.
like
I know she'll hate that though, but let me put mine up. I'm looking
yeah.
for her Cash. Like, what's her? I'm trying to find it. But go ahead, tell your story. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I guess there was a story of this lady saying that her daughter was ill or was dying or whatever, and it turns out that was not the case, and she has to return all that money back to uh to everybody, and I think she was
Mhm.
investigated. Yeah,
Really?
yeah. It was like some white lady or something like that.
Wow.
Mhm.
So they're cracking down. So hers
Mhm.
is soft. I should have known life. Let me type it this way. I think it's soft life. Just saw it. Soft. Oh, here she is. Let me see if a warning come up. I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta see if it's a warning come up. Hi, Slim Roller. I want to see if a warning comes up. Uh, it's not letting me. I'm just gonna believe what they say because I don't want to send nothing for real. Because it was
Mhm.
hi SDL, but yeah, I didn't know there's a warning that a person can get. I didn't know.
Yeah, but to me, with having 12 cash apps in your name, it's kind of suspicious. It
I know
really
that's
is.
true. Oh, well, she had
Mhm.
12 GoFundMe's, but I didn't know Cash App will issue out a warrant. Yes, SDL, she wants me to be dead or arrested, pretty much. Okay, I was like, wow, and I'm a woman just like her. What happened to empowerment? I guess it's out the window now. I mean, she's no longer BWE. She never. I mean, she maybe was in the beginning years ago, but she's not, and she'll never be Cynthia G. That's her fantasy. She likes to bring. You're not going to be Cynthia G, ma'am. Okay, you're going to be part of the struggle sector, and that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. Well, she went live, Slim Roller, and threw some threats my way and hinted about the live. I know, and before I even did this, there are other people who um made lives about I'm not live videos about her way before long time ago. But it was something about me, and they were on camera. They were actually on camera, so it's not like they were hidden. No, it just ticks her off. I don't know why.
I
I
don't know.
will. I'll try.
I think they go after certain people that they feel like that are,
You know what? I think
they don't
because
take
also
serious.
right, I'm a friendly person too, and
Yeah.
I think that's another reason. Like she's like, well, and she knows that I'm an empath, and she likes to target me. Like, it's weird.
Hmm.
And I don't know, she's breaking down mentally, and I'm concerned for Caitlyn. At one point, I was concerned for her over Caitlyn. I don't know. They both might be dangerous for each other at this point. I don't know. Oh, she used to talk bad about Cynthia G. Well, now she, I guess she came to terms that Cynthia G is more superior over her
Yeah,
when
and
she
Cynthia
does.
G it just came back to YouTube, and her channel just continues to grow.
Yep, that's, I
Yeah,
mean, that's Cynthia G, and then
but
that's it.
Cynthia G is more interesting. She's more
That's
interesting, and she brings in like facts and details to her channel.
hmm
It's like that's why her subscribers keep growing because she keeps them entertained.
right. Well, at least she's somewhat funny too. Like with
Uh huh.
successful, at least it just sounds like she just needs some black penis real like today. Like that's how it come off. It's no funniness. Like you, like a black man just need to go over there and say, "Hey, here he is," and make it work. It don't come off as content. It comes off like she's really in need. Okay, like she really needs to be in the bedroom with one, not as just content, but she just like Samantha Cooker. I said the same thing about Samantha Cooker. She got mad. Fast forward, she took all the videos down about black men, and she got her black boyfriend. Like,
Somebody said it. It
yeah,
said Cynthia G also never brought her personal business to the internet.
exactly. That's
Yeah,
not what she's known for.
I
Sure,
know nothing about no scandal about what Cynthia G says. She never addresses it. She never says what's going on in her personal
right,
life. She keeps it to herself, and that's how it should be. You never bring your personal uh business onto the internet because somebody can use that against you.
exactly,
So
exactly,
that's why you need to keep your opinions to yourself. Keep your
exactly.
personal life to yourself. Don't share
Yeah,
with no one.
Cynthia G never came up here to share her personal. If anybody else shared personal about her, that was them. But she never. Successful, she will overshare. She can't help it. It might be I know. I mean, that's her, and she's part of the struggle sector. She went from BWE. Now she has transferred to the struggle sector, which is very diverse. There's white people in it, other black people in it. There's Latin people in it. There's Asian people in it. So she's part of the struggle sector. She's no longer BWE, so it's kind of like a little weird when she talk about black men while homeless. Like it's like kind of like Crystal Swirl. She went in jail for abusing her children, but she's focused on black men. Like, hmm, okay. Like you have some other concerns if you're going in and out of jail or you're homeless on and off.
Yeah, because
Um,
what Cynthia does, she does like celebrity news, especially regarding black men. She also you know she's more like a gossip, I think, because her channel just came back, so I'm still trying to figure out where she's at right now. And to me, she's still the same person. She has not changed, but you will never hear Cynthia G talks about her
oh, you don't
personal.
have her channel? I mean, you just type in Cynthia G. Her channel pops up now. It pops
Yeah,
up now.
I know.
Okay, okay.
As far as she's been on YouTube, she never shared anything personal about her life.
Oh no, Wanda. No, she just verbally wants me dead or arrested.
And
Um,
that's dangerous. Like you can't speak that into the real world because people's words can turn into reality.
mm-hmm. Well,
And
it's
I
not
tell
gonna be my reality on God. Like if
that's
I
why you
mean,
need spiritual protection against wicked people like that. That's very wicked when people intentionally say, "Oh, I want you, out of this earth or whatever." They're trying to speak life into that, and you have to
yeah,
rebuke
or
it
that
in
she's
the
hoping
name
one of her
of
delusional
Jesus.
subscribers. Well, a lot of her subscribers have saw the light now. A lot of them now see
Hmm.
right through her. But she's hoping she get a crazy one to say, "Hey, do that," or she just. It's really disappointing. Like if years ago someone told me that she would say this in the future, I wouldn't believe it. Yeah, she is
Yeah,
desperate and dangerous. Yeah.
yeah. Excuse me.
Mhm.
You know, people like that, they, I don't know. Just be careful. Stay away from people like that because they'll try to, you know, try to get you, try to get you to leave this earth spiritually.
Mhm. Well,
And
it's not gonna happen on my end.
yeah,
Absolutely not.
words do come into reality. So, so be careful what you guys send out there.
Well, shoot, that might motivate her, but for me, I'm fine. I feel protected, spiritual wise. But still, it was wrong for her to say that and want death over me when I never wished death over her. It was so wrong. If this is part of your villain era for next, I mean, you're doing yours now, but we can go there. We can be crazy together if you want to, Leo to Leo. We look. I have contained myself. I have contained myself, but we can get crazy together next year if you really want to get crazy. Okay.
The right job. It's got to be the right door. That doesn't happen overnight, and it's got to be a strategic strategy. If you're literally holding pieces in your hands in your life circumstances, every move you make is a strategy. Has to be. You got to be a chess player, not a checker player. That's why I don't listen to checker players, guys. They're not the author and
Guys,
finisher of
really.
Leandria's faith.
Guys.
See, I've been a believer for my whole life, and
No.
I've strayed away and tried to do things my way, and God brings me back. That's because God has a love for me. He loves you if you tap in. Miserable people surround themselves around miserable people, and everything is a gotcha moment. I heard some of the craziest stuff about me all year long, right in my own home. And all I can do is cover that situation in love. Y'all may not like the attitude. You may not like what I say. You may not like my inflection. But the thing is that if God took me home today, nobody cannot tell me that I did not love my child or I did not love my family. None of my family will ever tell you that because no matter how many times I've been kicked,
There she
I
go
still
with the
show
kick.
up in
There she
love.
go.
I don't
No, you
mean that
don't.
I'm running to
No,
them.
you
No, that's
don't.
not what I
No,
mean.
you
I
don't.
still mean that my heart's intention is in
No,
the
you
right
don't.
place. And that's not me because I can't do that in my own flesh. My own flesh is selfish, self serving. You go type in my name in the YouTube search bar and you see another person trying to be me. How that work? Be you.
And that's her thing, her private membership, which is so funny because I played the other live with Stop E-Baking and her talking, and the other girl came up. She went as free. She was the younger woman that successful really wanted up, and then she regretted that. And Free was like, "Well, I'm part of your membership and your Patreon, and I didn't see this and that." And Successful was like, "Oh, you're in the wrong group." So she makes numerous groups, and if you're in the wrong group, she said, "Well, you need to buy that group." Why so many groups? Because it's a hustle. Okay, if you sign up for her other group, you're still going to be missing information that you want or content that you want to hear from her. It's all planned. I mean, I can do the same thing. I can make 5 different Patreon groups or whatever. And if you say, "Hey, I didn't see this," well, I said, "Well, you need to pay for that other group." "Oh, you pay for the wrong group." No, the other group. See, she's not dumb on that level. She's not dumb. Um, I'm just when I heard that, I didn't want to go live. I really don't. I want to just relax and get some things done. Um, but when I heard that she wanted me to be dead, successful, you want me to die? Really? Or be arrested? I mean,
And that's the wrong thing to say. What she should have said was, I wish this woman, the best in life, but I'm just going to focus on myself, get off the internet, find a job, go to school. And when I got myself together, I can come back on the internet. That's what she should be saying.
right. That's why I was like, this. She needs to delete all her channels if she want to start over, come back, and start all
Hmm.
over again and be a better person. Because this is not it. No problem, Wanda, but this is not it. This is terrible.
Yeah, she
No,
needs to have a plan.
I agree. I mean, I was so shocked, y'all. I had to go live about this right quick. I don't. I didn't want to go live,
Be
but
they self. They miserable. It's it is a spiritual war out here. Y'all will not believe the people that have helped me. I had a person help me didn't speak no English. We
so YouTube, when she said they don't speak any English, YouTube has a new update. A lot of you likely got the same email. So that means that a person from somewhere in Asia or a Latin country, wherever in the world, okay, when they listen to our videos, YouTube has updated where we're actually speaking their language. So when they hear us, we're speaking their language. Okay, so it is no surprise that someone who's not speaking English is trying to help her because they heard her videos in their native language. That's the new YouTube update. So when people hear me, they might be hearing it in an Asian language or Spanish or wherever else in the world. That's the new update, which I think is hella cool. Problem is, now she can get new victims from other countries who don't speak a lick of English, who don't know about her. But the other good news is they can also find my channel speaking their native language. Okay. And now we can have a very international type of situation going on successful. Be honest, it's funny. That part is funny.
hitting the translate button, guys.
Yeah, hit the likes.
Y'all know
Thank
how many
you.
people I've encouraged? They don't talk.
Support this live stream. Please hit the likes. I literally had my life threatened. So at least give me some likes, some serious likes. I mean, I didn't even want to go live, but I was just so in shock. So at least give me some free likes, okay? Give me some likes. Thank you. Thank you, Stop Be Begging.
They don't say anything. You know how many people are my silent haters? They just watch my downfall or think they're gonna find
That's all
something.
you
It's gonna be
share.
something.
That's
Something
all you
finna happen.
share. You
And
only
you
share
know what? If
downfall.
God, if I wake up the next day, I'm still going forward.
We know.
And that's what they hate.
No, keep going.
Guys,
Keep going. Keep going.
they be dying. I know. Again, you never gonna understand me. Because I'm a child of the most high.
No, you're not.
And I'm not so heavenly bound that I ain't no earthly
I
good
don't
either.
what God you're worshiping because that's
We in
not
a
it.
war out here. And a lot of people's faith, it fails every time something bad happens. I spent a whole year going through trials.
I have a total of 51 people watching. That's across my other channels too. Give me some likes, please. Like, I mean, wow, for someone to literally say, y'all heard it up here, that she would like a weapon towards my head and pew pew or arrest it. Like, that's extreme. Just for making videos?
Psychological trials, emotional trials, spiritual trials, physical trials. Sometimes all at the same time, sometimes all in the same week, sometimes all in the same day. And it's peace. Please do not call me to tell me that
Anyway, so successful. You do anything over Christmas or whatever? I may record it, may not. I'm gonna enjoy my holidays. I might make some little videos here and there, but not a live stream, not on you. But this is really disturbing for you to want someone to be murdered and then talking about God. Like what God are you worshiping? Like it must be something else. Is it like one of them Roman gods or something? I don't know. Like whatever you worshiping is very I mean it's really
anything that I'm about to do is gonna fail. I'm not gonna take you seriously. I just don't see that that's gonna work for you because you don't have my faith,
thank God.
and you're not the
My
author and
God.
finisher of my faith.
I don't know what
And you
faith
may
you
not
got.
know my God the way I know my God. I don't lean
I
on
don't
my
want to
own
know. I don't want
understanding.
to know your
I don't
God.
lean in my own faith.
I don't want to
I
know
don't
your
have
God.
flesh. From a flesh standpoint, most
I do
people this
not
year,
want to know your God.
illnesses will break you. Spiritual
Somebody said
warfare will
that
break you.
somebody said that her Christmas is going to be pathetic and raggedy. Yeah, if she keeps going on a rant like this, I hope I don't
I
see
mean,
her.
it's going to be that way regardless. I mean, there is no Christmas tree. There is
She's
no
getting
gift.
she's getting cold this year.
Shoot, I don't even think even that. It's literally going to be nothing. Nothing at all. I mean, unless her daughter Caitlin brings something home from work, um, there's nothing because her mom don't want to work. So they're paying all types. Hotels are expensive over time. They're paying hotel bills.
Mhm.
So it's not going to be a good
The
Christmas.
amount of silence and solitude and times I've been by myself with nowhere to go will break you, guys. It would break
Okay,
you.
guys. So yeah, you can make as many live streams about me and hints about me successful. I'm not going to
I'm not
respond
looking
for a while, a
back
good while,
anymore in
because
2026.
my
And I'm not
presence is not going
looking
to be
over my
true.
shoulder to be worried about what nobody
Look
feels,
over your
thinks, what
shoulder
they
for what? You're not going
let them
anywhere.
live. They don't never let me live, but I'm gonna let them live.
Who's not letting you
You
live?
know, it's gonna come back.
What's
It's a
coming back?
circle. They live with karma.
Right, you're
I
going to
live
get
in
karma.
forgiveness.
No, 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 you don't.
I don't live by sin.
Yes, you wanted me to be murdered.
And so that's why that weapon that's formed, it won't
I shall
prosper.
not kill, right? You want me to be
Miracle after
murdered.
miracle after miracle, guys,
You're pro murder.
has happened.
You want me to be
Even the way I
dead.
found this car was a miracle.
No, anybody
And
can
that's
find a
God
car.
did that.
No, that was you using Caitlyn money and your
And I
grandpa's death.
remember those days I was trying to get my car sold. And every day I was texting the guy, hey, I'll be over there. Hey, I'm gonna be over there. Hey, I'm gonna be
Exactly,
over there.
Lavender. Exactly. You're really, really sick.
And to the T, when me and Caitlin got there to buy this car, big, huge,
Me
beautiful
and
home,
Caitlyn.
someone else's loss became my opportunity.
Uh-huh.
My loss became someone else's opportunity.
Okay.
Even the right person showed up to purchase the vehicle.
Yeah,
And I
people
was
buy
dealing with
cars.
scammers, crazy people,
Okay.
and it was just
Like
every day
yourself.
relentless. I had like over 50 something people contact me about my car. That's how
Okay.
high of a value my car was, that particular car. And God's going to give it to me again, and it's going to be bigger and better.
Okay.
So
Sure.
when I'm not sharing
Please don't
really
share.
positive
And
things,
Caitlyn
it don't
should
matter to
stay
these
away
people
from her
anyways.
mother.
I just got to
Oh, I'm sorry, repeat.
Caitlyn should be separate from her mother because she's young. She's a young adult. She should be going to college, getting an education, and doing something for her own life. Not being around her mother and doing what her mother wants her to do.
Right. I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah, because the job of the child is to raise them to be independent, not to rely on their parents. That's just a bunch of BS. To be honest with you.
Right. It is. But wow. I'm just taking this all in, y'all. Like, it's just for her to talk about the Lord and how God got her back, but she wants me to be murdered. This is what they say about false prophecies or prophets. She's not a good person, okay? I would never say, "Hey, I mean, it would have to be someone who done something to me really bad for me to want them to go, okay? Or they threaten me first, then okay, yeah, they need to go. But I didn't even threaten her at all. I never I Oh, you say your niece is 22 and just graduated Wednesday. Awesome. That's good. Right, she even attacks her own supporters. That's the funny part.
stick to my content on here. That's it. I'm letting them
I want
feed
to
off
raise.
of what they want to see. Let them.
Oh, mute for now, Diamond Princess.
I'm not
Unless
going
you
to
want to say.
amplify their voices by trying to make them stop when they're not going to stop. I hear you guys. Y'all are text messaging me, y'all are emailing me, and you're telling me the bad news. I don't worry about no bad news. If I survive a whole year by God's grace, all I think about is the good news. The good news
Okay,
is
then
that I
share
woke
some
up.
good news.
Then I start building upon that. Then it's the
You never
mindset,
want to share
guys.
good news because nothing good
That
is
never
happening.
changes.
Nothing good
Any
is
negative
happening.
thing you say is not going to affect me.
Caitlin doesn't count that
Because
she's
if
going
my
to
real
work.
life didn't make me crumble, what makes you think somebody on the internet going to make me fold?
Well, you're folding now, to be honest, but okay.
No, for real. I'm not worried about nobody else's
She is scary.
message or news. I promise you I'm not. Even this car fell out the sky so hard.
No, it didn't.
Even Caitlin was like, "Yeah, this was God. This was God," and
Okay.
I rejoice in that
Okay.
because now that faith, she's starting to build that faith and see it.
I mean, yeah, you're her mom, so she's gonna mimic your behavior. So
As you mature
that's, I
in your
mean,
belief system, it becomes so much less just about
all
you,
of this Christianity
and
talk
it
that you're
becomes
not even a
about the
Christian.
message.
You're not a Christian.
Whether you friends, family, stranger, acquaintance, or so, it don't even co-work out. That's just not my heart.
Wow.
And you know what the biggest part about it is you have a whole life and you're wasting it. That's
Right.
how I
You
see
need to.
it.
You are wasting
If
your
more
life.
people was trying to have a positive impact, period, time wouldn't be wasted.
She needs to go to
But
Bonita Gardens. That was
so on
actually
the
good
way
advice.
there, we're sitting there talking to this guy, and he's telling us that he works full time at a church,
Oh
and
no! Don't you go
the
slam
enemy was
them
trying
now.
to seep his way in because towards the end of the ride, the guy was like, "Well, I hope this works out for it is gonna work out."
Wow. Well, he don't
And
know.
when me and Caitlin got out of the Uber, the
It
Holy
sounds like she's
Spirit just
talking
hit
about
me.
herself. It sounds
I
like
was like,
it.
"Ooh, look at God!
You might have a little
Look at
gas, but I
God!"
don't think that was the spirit. It might have been something else going on. Mm-mm.
And that person literally, guys, this car, they literally just gave the car up just because they were in their feelings. They were in their feelings. That's all. That's it.
Well,
That's the
she don't
only
even.
thing that it was.
Well,
2 years newer than my car.
okay.
Zero mechanical issues.
Okay, then live in the car. Live in the car.
Zero.
Live in the car. It's okay. Live in the car.
Look at God. They were living in their feelings, but it was divine. It was divine intervention by
Okay.
God through His Holy Spirit, through
So
the
either
belief,
you
through
want me
that
to be
faith.
murdered or
One
arrested
faith of
while
mustard
you're
seed. That's it.
preaching. That doesn't make any sense.
And on the way there, the guy, he was like, "Yeah, I mean, this could be, but how do you know?" See, I don't need to know. I just need to listen to the Holy Spirit tell me what to do.
When did you start talking about Holy Spirits and stuff? You might be possessed. And that would make sense. That's a different spirit. You might be possessed and don't know it. I don't know. But all of a sudden you want me murdered and now praise the Lord. How does that work? Praise God, but you want me to be murdered.
And that power is beyond the grave. That's why, guys, we live beyond the grave. The good, the bad, the ugly. It all is a testament to someone, whether it's a positive impact or negative impact. See, I don't know real. See, y'all don't be really knowing real Christians, like people that actually
You're not a
living
real
10 toes
Christian.
down,
Maybe that's why we don't
really
know the real
actually
Christians.
not out here living a lustful lifestyle,
You're
not out
very
here doing
lustful.
all of this other stuff,
You're
not out
very
here really
lustful.
trying to harm
Yes, you
people.
are.
Y'all don't really
You
know
want me
God.
harmed. You
I'm
want
not
me
saying all of
harmed.
you. Many of you do.
Don't you hear yourself?
You do.
Whoa. It's no
She just need
way.
That's
to
why he
go and
came
find a rent a
all
room.
as
Huh?
She needs to look into the a news article or roommate.com to find a room so she can rent.
Yeah, a room or something.
Yeah,
Or check herself into a hospital like the mental ward.
yep, true that. Cause
Wow.
does she still have small kids
No,
or
Caitlin's 21 now. That's her only child.
oh okay then she has no excuse.
Right, she can go out there and work and
Yeah.
everything. Yeah, somehow I'm her biggest problem. She's hallucinating. This is strange.
joy the whole year. The whole year is counted as joy. You lose sight of that. That's why you have to renew your mind.
Exactly. She literally said in recent months she wants to date again. We all heard it. Okay? She wants to date, she wants to go out, she wants her sex, okay? And she wants it with a black man. No big deal. Just be honest. That's it. It's okay. You're black. You can say you like black men. Whoop de do.
Daily, so you're not going down this power trip of how, me. I don't know what God has done in people's lives with what happened in mine. If just from what they saw, guys, can y'all get the likes up? You may not be a believer. You may just be. You may just believe in. I don't know. I don't. I don't even know how to describe what happened in my life and a positive impact as God kept picking me up, dusting me off. I fell, scratched my face, got shot spiritually.
Oh, you get
And I
shot
don't know what
spiritually, but
God
you want
did
me to be shot for
because
real. Okay.
I'm like I told my daughter the other day, we don't, the thing
Right,
is,
Kitty?
we can only see in front of us. We literally are down here. We can only see. And I know when I first told her about just the first car, who cared? The thing broke down 8 million times. It was a dust bucket. No one cared. Get where I'm going with this? It was crumbling pretty much the minute we moved here. It couldn't take rain. We were even laughing about that car on the way to get this car. It couldn't take no rain. It was just a mess. If the wind blowed on it, the motor fell out. If somebody coughed on it, the door fell off. I mean, yeah, I know what I'm saying. Thank you. Second Thessalonians 3:10.
See, the live stream we had yesterday because I think it was KT or somebody, I forgot, but they were saying something about Christianity that she's not really a Christian and she's not. So all of a sudden she's increasing like, scriptures and God. You're not a Christian. Maybe you are a Christian culturally, but even barely that, but you're not a Christian. Thou shalt not kill. Isn't that in the scripture in the Bible? Right? But you want me to.
When I was a child, I got filled up with so much Bible,
Did not help, it seems.
scriptures, assignments,
Wow.
young people's department, YPD. You know, we were
Okay.
Methodist growing up, but then my
Okay.
aunt was Baptist, and then on and on.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
To the
and
Lord.
the one scripture that stuck out to me was to study to show thyself approved. That's all I needed to know for life.
Okay.
Jesus loves me. I'm grateful. God's grace is sufficient. I'm grateful.
But you're a
But to
big
study to show
time
thyself approved,
successful. You're a sinner, a
guess what
big
that
one.
is? That's everything
You
that you
breaking
need to
all
know.
types of rules in that Bible, stealing and
Everything you
everything.
need to know to overcome is actually in a book.
Right? She doesn't even go to church. Well, what is she talking
And
about?
you know what? It's a living, breathing Bible, Testament, lessons, life, up,
Wow.
downs. It cures depression. It cures
No,
physical
you're still
ailments. It
depressed,
cures mental illness. Which is a level of depression.
and
It cures
you're
envy. It
depressed.
cures
You're
hatred,
depressed.
jealousy.
That's what you all. Oh my God, you are jealous and
It cures
hateful.
all of that.
It didn't cure you
But
yet,
you just have to
so
tap in. He
well,
literally
tap
gave you
in.
it all. Everybody that is on social media, living in the world, literally can just tap into that. I'm not a respected person. I'm not a better person.
You sure not better. I stop e-begging. This is crazy.
Hi. I just wanted to remind the chat that earlier this year, a white Christian couple found uh, Leah and Caitlin in a stalled out car that wouldn't start. And they went and took them to a hotel and put them up in a hotel. And Leah was so grateful. She started going to church with the people and then dinner after church. She said she was going to pay them back as soon as she got up on her feet. She managed to get the car fixed and suddenly stopped going to church with
Once
the
the car
white
got
people.
fixed with the
Yes.
white people, she used the white people. Okay.
She absolutely doesn't like black people. She calls us deadly and dangerous.
Hmm.
And all black women hate her, because she's light skinned and beautiful and
Yeah.
has a nice big behind. So we're all jealous of her.
Yes.
And black men are predators to her.
Yep.
So she absolutely prefers sleeping in a cardboard box in white neighborhoods than a mansion in a black neighborhood. So she has established her fondness and love for white people.
Yep.
And recently in these live streams, she loves Jesus too.
Yeah.
So
Suddenly.
what
Sud-
happened? What happened in February that she fell out with white people who love Jesus and were taking her to church? I'll
That's a
tell
good
you,
question.
she got up on her feet and she ditched them.
Yep. Use them.
Yes. And for all of this God talk and quoting scripture, Successful Ladies Live has not set foot in any single church this year,
Mm.
despite plans to do so. Remember, she was going to go back to the church that she used to go to when they lived in the house.
Yeah.
And she said she wanted to be a missionary. She,
Oh,
had all these grand plans, and she never set foot in a church on her own. The only time she went to church was when her car stopped working and white people put her in a hotel, and they were churchy white people. Um, the white gentleman in the family who was supporting her was under one of her videos, so
hmm.
they knew about her YouTube stream. So I followed that guy and I found his brother, who is a preacher. So they're super
Okay.
churchy. Yeah,
Oh, so
they're
they're like real deal. They're not like
yeah.
play.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
not play church. They're not play, and they're not prosperity pimp churches either.
oh,
You
old
know,
school real deal. Okay.
Yeah, they're a real deal kind of Pentecostal white church.
Hmm.
That they believe in making a joyful noise. They play Christian music, so it's a
Oh,
real church, and those were real Christians. And she used them and threw them away like a Kleenex.
damn. Wow.
And now she's talking about God favoring her and God giving her miracles. These cars are dropping out of the sky, and no weapon formed against her shall prosper. But she's running her mother down, and the
Yep.
10 Commandments said, honor thy mother and thy father.
And she don't follow that.
She doesn't. Yeah, and she's not going to any church, even if she couldn't afford to tithe, or just didn't believe in tithing. You said you were going to go to church. You said you were going to be a missionary. You're going to do missionary work. You haven't done it. All you've done is flap your lips online saying negative things about people. You also bear false witness. Now, you're going to say, no, I stand 10 toes down on what I say. Well, why were you describing people as having kicked you in the face and stabbed you in the face and
Right.
stabbed you in the back and body slammed you? Okay, that's false. That's bearing false witness. Those things never happened to you. Your mother never kicked you in the face. Trent never kicked you in the face. Your mother also never shat on you. And your daughter hasn't shat on you.
When they don't give her any money, that's how she views it.
But, that's bearing false witness to say that people are shitting on her. Because they're not shitting.
Mm.
Nobody has shit on you. Nobody has kicked you in the face. Nobody has stabbed you in the back. Nobody has body slammed you. None
None
of
of
that
that.
has happened. So you are dishonoring your mother, and you are bearing false witness.
That's crazy. I don't. The way she talks is so terrible.
Yes, yes,
Hey,
it is
hi,
terrible.
Miss
And
Elite.
now,
Have stop be big, and
Oh,
I
that's
just
hello.
wanted to come
lavender
up real
down
soon.
there.
I just heard how y'all doing. I heard her talking, and to me she sounds so fake because she's using all of the religious cliches and quotations. No weapon formed against me. She's doing that. She's weaponizing that because she knows that many people have a weakness for when you start quoting scripture or these catch-all phrases. But she's trying to see. The thing is that's how come that basically her some of her followers are turning against her because now she's using that old trick of trying to pretend to be so religious. That woman is evil, and she basically all you have to do is look at how she treats her daughters for any of those who would be fooled by what she's doing. So
That's
she's totally fake. She doesn't even sound right saying some of those quotes. It just sounds so
Mhm.
phony.
Y- You're
And
right.
so I hope people don't, and then she's also weaponizing, saying people talking about witchcraft because you know, that she knows how sensitive people are and how they'll get in their
Mhm.
feelings. So she's just totally a fake, phony. She's scared. She's cornered, and she's an abuser of her daughter. And I'm gonna go. That's gonna have to stick. That's gonna have to
You
stick, Aaliyah. That's what you are, an abuser. And I'll
she
come down. Okay.
she is completely an abuser, and you're right. She does know that we live in a world where Christianity is like the number one
Mhm.
religion, and she sees how people will like blindly give faith to Christianity. So she knows that that's the one trick that she can always milk. Christianity. But like I said before in the chat, she is definitely experiencing spiritual psychosis, talking about hell and being violent towards you. I Caitlin needs to get away from her mother. Her mom is dangerous.
Yes,
Mhm.
She's dangerous.
we
And
talked
it
about
She
this
doesn't
in
even
another.
believe what she's saying.
Yes,
I
we
said she
talked
doesn't
about
even
this.
believe what she's saying.
Yes, I agree. She doesn't believe it, and she sounds so much like that crazy girl from McDonald's who said her manager was
Mm.
bullying her. She would
Yes.
all of these posts online about the manager bullying her. None of that was true. That was just her warped, mentally ill perception. And somehow she thought she was justified in going into work and stabbing a woman to death. And now
She's a
she's
mean
saying
girl.
that yeah, she's a mean girl, she's a crazy girl, and she's capable of violence. She has violent thought patterns.
look at how she treats her daughter on the internet. We all know that it's 100 times worse behind
Yes.
closed doors. 1,000 times worse. Because I can see she's trying to play that calm act. She's trying to pretend to be calm. She's like, Caitlin, I've done this for you. Tell the people what I've done for you, Caitlin. Tell them how you punched holes in Airbnb.
Yes.
Yes.
You know,
She sure does.
literally trying to
And see that. Okay,
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, literally trying to gaslight Caitlyn. Like when I see people trying to pretend to be calm after she has drank, and look at how Caitlyn had worked all day, and she got to come home and be on a live stream for 2 and 3 hours, getting draining that
And that's why I
girl.
like to keep and that's why I like to keep the focus on Kate because she tries to take it off. But the thing is, just keep up that pressure and keep basically showing how bad she's treating Caitlin because she tries to get off of that. Like you said, with all that gaslighting, calm, fake voice. So
Hmm.
yeah, she's a mean girl. She's using all the tools, and she's just using all the tools in that in the toolkit. And Christianity is one of them. That's just a tool for her. She doesn't believe anything she's saying.
And she's so delusional. She think that nobody sees what she's doing because she got Caitlyn. She using Caitlyn. She milking Caitlyn and using Caitlyn financially. And she Caitlyn is a cash cow for her. And she thinks that she can treat anybody like the way she treat Caitlyn. That's her main flaw because she treating Caitlyn that way. She think, oh, I got somebody going to work and giving me money, and I can sit on my behind all day and do this and do this and treat him any kind of way and make moves how I want to make them. And she really think because she treat Caitlyn that way, she can treat everybody that way. And now she's seeing this is why she's experiencing spiritual psychosis because she's really cognitive dissonance because now she got to face reality with the fact that a lot of her subscribers, like I said, I used to be one of her well, I used to be one of her subscribers. I have sent her money before. I have sent her money way back years ago when she was getting kicked out of Airbnbs, and I have been a part of her private groups, trying to like support her private groups, just really wanting to pay for exclusive content. And like another young lady said like another young lady said in the chat, she wouldn't even post content on those private groups. And the content she did post, it was so low effort. It's like, and she did not learn well from Cynthia G, because when Cynthia G left YouTube, I also joined Cynthia G's private groups, and Cynthia G would post really good content on her private group. She would be very interactive. When Cynthia G left YouTube, she was very dedicated to her private groups. And Cynthia G, I calculated the money she made, and I don't know how much money she was making on YouTube. I think it was a good amount of money, but she hit the ground running on her private groups, and she was doing very successful on her private groups because she dedicated her effort into her private groups. But Leah was so addicted to that cheap attention on YouTube that she
Mhm.
never dedicated the effort to her private groups. And I stopped paying. Why would I keep paying for a private group when you giving everything away for free on YouTube?
Yeah, we
Mm-hmm. Yeah, two
she has,
different people.
yeah, there are lots of
Cause she has
screenshots on.
Cynthia. We keep going. Go ahead.
No, you
Go
go
ahead.
ahead. No,
I
you
was
go
gonna
ahead.
say just make a little commentary there because Cynthia G seems like she's has more passion and is a little bit more sincere in what she's trying to bring across. While this one right here is more of a money thing with her, and it's like whatever she'll throw it at the wall and whatever sticks. She's trying to. For now, she's into uh, what is it? Divested. She's trying to see if
Mhm.
that'll work, and she's just going all over the place. Yep.
It's nothing wrong with wanting to make money, but her problem is she is greedy. And
Greedy and
she's not
lazy.
greedy and lazy, and she's
Yeah, that's
not
that's the issue.
loyal.
The lazy.
And
I'm
she's
not
not
against
loyal.
money, but it's that laziness with her.
Yeah, and she's not loyal. Like it's another young lady in the chat that also paid for her private group. And sweetheart, if I give you my money, it's very hard to pry money out of people's hands. And if you pry some money out of my hands and you don't give me what I paid for, I am never gonna support you again. And I never went back to her private group because I already saw the pattern. You say you're gonna do something and you don't do it, and you give everything good away for free. When Cynthia G said she was not gonna be making content on YouTube anymore, she stuck to that for years, and she did not make content on YouTube.
Well, Alita, she's just a straight up scammer. So she's straight up scammer.
She is,
Yeah.
Period.
and she thinks people doesn't see. Like, she's just all over the place. Really, she's all over the place, and she's that kind of person who you can't tell her nothing. And that's dangerous. Like, this is the kind of person who Caitlyn is following behind.
Well, that's why she's so upset with Miss Elite because Miss Elite is basically starting to gather. Uh, she's starting to gather kind of not a following, yes, but she's getting people from her side, and they're starting to see based on Miss Elite. So that's why she's trying to go after Miss Elite right now with
Yeah,
all
she
of this,
lost her
with
whole
whatever she's
mind.
trying to do.
I have been a
Yeah,
loyal
and I'm saying
subscriber.
don't be, huh?
I have been a loyal subscriber of hers for years, but when I see what she consistently does to her child, I will not support that. I don't give a F how good, so-called good, the little bits and pieces and crumbs of content she puts out in between her abusing her child. But when I see what she does to her child, I can't, I will not support that. I won't support it.
Yeah, that's Mommy Dearest right there. She was a great actress, but behind the
Yeah.
Yeah.
scenes,
She
yeah,
hid
that's Mommy
Caitlyn for
Dearest.
years. She hid Caitlyn for years. But now that
Yeah.
Oh,
Caitlyn
she
is
hid her.
single,
What?
yeah,
I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Initially, when she started out, she did not have Caitlyn on her channel.
mm-hmm.
But at some point, she decided Caitlyn needed a channel, and then Oreo, the cat, needed a channel. She even tried to convince her mother and her ex, Trent, to get YouTube channels.
Mm,
It was like the gold rush, when they
So she
found gold
trying
in
to get.
California.
So she trying to monetize
mm-hmm.
off of other of her family. Is that what you're
Yes,
saying?
Mm-hmm.
her family and her pets.
Wow.
And
So
I
She
don't.
thought she thought she struck gold when she got in the YouTube algorithm and got a nice decent check. for a couple of months. So yeah, she thought, look, everybody needs to be doing this.
And
She
I
gave,
don't blame
yeah.
her.
Hmm.
I don't blame her, but just like Choco Kitty said, exactly how she treats Kay is the part she can't come back from. I will not support that. I will not support her abusing her child. And yes, I'm calling Caitlyn a child because that's her child.
Yeah.
And Caitlyn is only 21 years old. And she act like Caitlyn was never a child. She's talking about I took care of you for years because Caitlyn was a child, your child. Ma'am, what the
Yeah.
heck?
Yes.
Did she not hear what she says? Did she
I
not
guess
listen to
not.
her?
I
I
guess
took
not. Because she's making it about her and trying to live off her child, and her child should be living her own life, trying, getting an education, getting a job, living on her own, and mom should be doing the same. She has no kids, she has no responsibilities anymore. It's just she's responsible for herself now, so she should be out getting a job instead of being on the internet all the time.
I literally cannot believe the words that come out of her mouth as it regards to Caitlyn. I can't believe it. When I see how she treats Caitlyn, and she really don't see anything wrong with it. And you know why she don't see anything wrong with it? Because she been treating Caitlyn like this for years.
Hmm.
And I didn't see it. I mean, I saw glimpses of it. I would see her say certain things to Caitlyn when they were at the house, like, oh, Caitlyn, you need to do chores. Oh, Caitlyn, I got you taking ice skating lessons and soccer lessons. It's like, yes, because that's what you
Because that's what you're
supposed.
supposed to do
I'm
as a mother.
Well,
looking like, what?
I saw her talk to Caitlin in ways that I saw, was a little rough. But what really did it for me was when she showed the food that she had in a storage container under her bed. And she said she had to hide the bagels and hot dog buns because Caitlin really likes bread. And so she has to hide the food from her. And at the time, Caitlin was a little overweight. I thought,
Mhm.
this is unkind. Your mother should not be on YouTube suggesting that you have weight issues or eating disorders and that food has to be hidden from you. What girl wants that information out there in social media?
And she's literally projecting because she's the one that's buying the stuff.
Yeah.
Like, why don't you just make healthier meals for your child? Caitlyn didn't have no control over what this lady spent her money on. If you the mother, you need to be in control of the healthy eating options for your child.
Mhm.
Like, what the heck?
Yeah, she didn't Caitlin did not need a channel. And one of the things when Tommy Sotomayor came over and made Leah cry is that she said he told her that her daughter was obese and that she feeds the girl too much fast food. So he not only came on there and knocked her and her parenting style, he said said some ugly things about Caitlyn. And at that that was at some point I thought, good God, what are you setting this child up for, that a man like Tommy Sotomayor knows who she and is on social media making comments about her and her weight.
Exactly. I have children in my family. I don't have any children. I have children in my family. And from the time they were little, there a lot of them are like teenagers now, and we have a couple toddlers and stuff in my family. But from the time they were little, I met, like, my family didn't have a problem with me posting them on social media, but I was like, I will never post your children on social media. And I would even tell my family members not to post their own children. And this was years before people jumped on this bandwagon of not posting children. This was years ago, 20 years ago. I said, don't post your children on. I would tell them often. I said, do not post your children on social media. I said, you can take pictures of your children, but keep that for you and the family. Send them around to us. but don't post them for these weirdos on the internet. And Leah should have never, if she knew her child had if she knew she had weight problems or something, which I blame Leah for her child having weight problems. But if she knew her child had weight problems and things that people could bully her for, what the heck are you doing? Posting her pictures and video.
Yeah.
That's you know what? And I do think Caitlyn does watch this YouTube channel. I do. I think she watches it. I do. And I'm telling you, Caitlyn, I'm gonna keep on saying it. Girl, look for your own room. Your mother has a car now. Your mama is not on the streets. Your mama have a way of making money. She can use her car to make money. She can sleep in that car. Take your mother off of your banking information. Look for a roommate. Find you a little friend somewhere, and pay them to take you to look for the rooms. Don't ever send no money before you solidify that you have that room. Get you a little friend. Have them pay them some money and have them take you by these rooms to look at them. Okay. And you move into these rooms, get you somewhere close by your job. Okay. And tell your mother she cannot stay with you because this is ridiculous. And Caitlyn does not have a chance if she keep having sympathy for her abuser. Her mother is her abuser, and she and I know Caitlyn. This is all she knows, so she really is deep in the trenches with it. She,
I want to tell Miss Elite and continue to encourage her to keep going. Don't take too seriously these
Right.
so-called threats that she's spewing, because I'm gonna tell you that's what Umar tried to do in the beginning with
Really?
Lennon, and he kept right on, and so now it's bearing fruit. Same thing with her. We have to expose these frauds in the community. We have to serve as a check and balance, because you
Mm-hmm.
have people out there like Umar, people out there like
So
what's
many.
some Leah success, that basically they just want to do their dirt in peace. And no, we have to
Okay.
expose the frauds. So I say, Elite, keep going, keep doing, because basically
Okay.
her
Thank you.
basically lashing out at you with these veiled threats. I mean that's proof that it's having some sort of effect. So I'm gonna drop down.
All right. Thanks for
All
coming
right,
Thanks
up.
for coming up. We good to
welcome.
hear from you
All right,
again.
I'll be listening.
Right?
I'll be listening.
Okay.
yes, she's right. Like I mean, like don't take these threats seriously. She's absolutely
Hmm.
right, and that's how I know she's going crazy because
She has to be.
she knows that you're exposing her,
And she
and
hates it.
she does hate it, but this is the consequences of her actions.
Yeah, Sansaray too. Like I didn't know about Sansaray until I did that little live stream. I didn't know that much. I'm like, wow. I mean, how many? I'm so used to hearing about scammers who I'm not gonna lie, the non-black scammers, but I didn't know how many scammers in the black community. Like, is it that many? I'm
Yeah,
like,
but they
go ahead.
don't get the mass attention.
That's true. So they're able to get away with it a little longer, or maybe
Hmm.
forever.
So can somebody tell me who Sansa Ray is again? Because I heard of
You
her.
forgot about who she is?
She
Mm-hmm.
used to be in the BWE sector, I think, and
Mm-hmm.
for me, what really, yeah, she used to be in the BWE sector, and she used to talk about, she used to have like a digital, she used to be successful. Let me tell you what her downfall was. Her downfall was thinking she was better than the next woman, laying up with somebody's man, a bum, and he had her living in squalor. He had her living exactly the same way she's living now. And that
Mm.
was her downfall, thinking she's better than the next woman.
No.
He had her living in squalor.
Wow. I mean, you just can't make this up. And then I noticed a theme because there's even scammers on the men's end. Because I look, yeah, I exposed over there. So some of them hate me over there too. That's another story. But I
So
started
how
out
are
that
these
way.
women telling black women to be better, and they're making the same mistakes? Like
Well,
that
that's
doesn't
wrong.
make
Wait,
any
wait,
sense.
Dime. I want to finish this. I want to say this. I believe what's going on is because there are problems in relationships like any other race with black men versus black women. There are some black men and some black women who are using that to their advantage and they're joining the manosphere and they're joining BWE and scamming. Okay, they're finding ways to and so look, you can make your money. I'm not anti money. Look, I like when people have sent me cash apps and I like working and making my own money. Don't get me wrong, but there's a way to do it without taking advantage of people. You shouldn't do that. So I think they use the BWE and Manosphere to,
BWE was a cash cow for a very long time, especially in the early 2010s, because the YouTube was fairly new and women
hmm
having a black women having a platform and voices and leaders to speak out against, like some of the
the
mistreatment.
Manosphere,
Yeah,
really.
the manosphere.
Yeah.
We had people, leaders speaking out against it, and I think money corrupts.
Yep, that's what happened. Money start, and it all started with the manosphere. It all started. Then the women saw opportunity. Oh, we can make money too, like the men over there. And then it just went straight to hell. So that's why we're hearing about some of our former favorites who are being exposed. Like you were scamming us the whole time. You're talking about okay,
Hmm.
just like the men in black women ain't shh. But then find out some of them low key had a black girlfriend, or some of them don't live what they preach in the first place. Same thing with the women. Some of them got black boyfriends in hiding and things like that. And they're saying black men this and that. And they're just taking money and they're not living by it, on that level. I respect Cynthia G because at least she's honest saying, hey, her preference is black men. She never lied about that at all, ever, like others do or have
True.
done. Because there are
True.
non-black women who say their men ain't nothing special. They literally say that, but they're still with their men too sometimes. But yeah.
Once the money started drying up, now black women ain't crap. Because that's the route Leah took. But Leah
Yep.
always kind of been a little, I think like Leah does not take good care of herself. And instead of fixing up on herself, she turns to jealousy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, she gets jealous. I mean, I remember someone sent me a $20 cash app, and she went live. Y'all sent her. I mean, you would. I mean, she said she makes hundreds of dollars off her people, but one $20 bill it just broke her. I'm like, are you serious, ma'am? You serious? Like she gets
Mm.
jealous really, really easily, and I can see. I mean, I think she gets jealous over her daughter because her daughter is younger, and you do have people like that who get jealous of their young daughters, which I find strange because that's a part of you. Um, but
She jealous that she messed up her younger years, and she trying to blame Caitlyn, which Caitlyn is not to blame for that. And she's also jealous. Like it's a lot of people who say,
hmm
"Oh, Caitlyn is manipulative, just like her mother." But it's me, the way I feel about it. I do give people young grace. Caitlyn is
hmm
21, so I
she's
give Caitlyn
learning.
grace. She is learning, and I want Caitlyn to like really speed this process up, because the deeper she stay in this car situation with her mother, or this situation with her mother, it's gonna be more difficult for her. Caitlyn is scared. I know what it's like to be scared and not have no family to support you, but
hmm
it's okay, Caitlyn. You have people out there willing to support you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like it's not, you can't be no worse off. Look at how bad you are
She's
off
so funny.
already.
Right.
It's true. Look at how bad she is off already. Like, seriously, it's people out there willing to support you. And Caitlyn, what you don't realize, Caitlyn, is people will help support a young person quicker than they will the older person. The only
That's
thing is,
true.
when you young, you have to watch out for predators.
hmm
So you got to be very careful who you accept the help from. But if you accepting help from somebody who really don't want nothing back from you, like they don't want a bunch of time from you, they not calling your phone off the hook,
hmm
like they not demanding stuff from you.
I'm middle heart. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, like Caitlyn, her mother want Leah want Caitlyn to waste her young years. She is so dangerous.
And then she'll
Caitlyn,
be satisfied after that. So
but you know what, the cold part is, she's still not gonna be satisfied, because it don't matter how many young years Caitlyn wastes. she always gonna be 25 years younger than her mom.
Yeah, no
So
matter what.
yeah, like it's never enough. And somebody like Leah will not be satisfied until Caitlyn is like 45, 50, with no man, no life, no accomplishments, no achievements, destroyed everything. That's the only
Yeah.
thing that's gonna make Leah satisfied, is when Caitlyn is in her 40s or her 30s and look just like her, or even in her 20s, because we all know how bad being around toxic people can age you and have
Hmm.
a effect on your appearance. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
Caitlyn, she gonna look in the mirror and feel bad about herself and wonder why, and she need to look to her left or her right, whichever side her mother is on, her front or
But
her back.
but here's the thing: even if you don't have a man, if people can still be jealous of you because you're living the life the way you want it. You have more freedom. You're not stuck in a bad relationship or whatever. Like to me, being in a relationship is not a flex.
Mhm.
It just
I mean,
having.
it's not for everybody, but also I think some people been hurt, so they're like, "Oh, f this." But you know, um, in nature, you know, even especially for humans, we do like being with other people. But I understand why some people like, I'm done.
And Caitlyn is
Yeah.
21. When we
Yes,
was
it's
20,
different.
we wanted somebody, even if it didn't last forever. We
Right.
you need that experience. Like, I don't want Caitlyn to turn out like her mother. Caitlyn, if you listening, baby girl, if you start, dibbling and dabbling, make sure you have some boundaries. Make sure you don't deal with no controlling men, baby. Definitely make sure he didn't
Right.
have
Don't
his.
get the male form of your mom because you can easily fall into that trap because that's what you're used to.
Absolutely,
Yeah. Be
absolutely.
careful with that.
Do not mess with controlling men. Anybody trying to change up your appearance, don't mess with them. And,
Mm-hmm.
and girl, definitely don't have no baby, honey.
And get therapy.
They
Get
have the
get
baby in the back
therapy.
seat.
Caitlin, get therapy too, because whatever your mom done to you when you was a child or whatever, please get therapy so you can heal too. You don't want to put your trauma on somebody else. If you feel like your mom's toxicity has taken over your life, better help will help you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hmm.
And therapy is a really great investment. It may not seem like it in the beginning, but therapy is an amazing investment because you need professional help. And I'm not trying to be
And they
rude.
may have resources that they can guide you saying, hey, go here, apply for this. They'll actually guide you that way. If they hear what's going on, especially since you called the police on your mom in the past, that is emotional abuse. They'll help you. You'll be
Mhm.
surprised. And they
Yeah.
have free therapists. They have free therapists. You just have to apply and put your income and things like that. They do have that available.
Yes.
Yeah, Leah should try that too, but
She wouldn't, she never will.
hmm
Because she said that the only mental health she need is the Bible. So
uh-uh.
she's a lost cause. And
You
I
don't
hate to
want to
say
talk to.
that, but she's a lost cause. She really is. It's no
No.
use. It's no use.
Yeah, so Caitlin, yeah, just while you at school, at work, or doing whatever, make sure you're going to therapy so you can heal.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah,
know.
but Caitlin, focus on getting away from her for real. Like,
Mhm.
look up rooms to rent and don't worry about your mom. Your mom is gonna be fine, sweetheart. Because if she allowed you to be homeless for 5 years,
Mm.
listen, I don't have kids. I would never allow my child to be homeless for 5 years. You do what you gotta do.
Yeah, either leave them with like family, friends, somebody to watch over them until you get yourself together.
And not only did she allow her child to be homeless for 5 years, now she is abusing her on the internet, embarrassing her. How I couldn't imagine if I was 21 and my mom stuck a camera in my face. I would
I
be so
mean,
embarrassed.
yeah, it is embarrassing. I think I don't, deep down, I don't think she'll ever leave. She's emotionally attached to her mom. It is what it is.
No,
If
I
she,
think she'll leave. Just
you
like
think
somebody said before, keep staying on her back. Stay on Leah's back because Leah says she don't watch these live streams anyway.
that's
Hey,
a, exactly, so she shouldn't be
she says
offended.
she don't watch them anyway. Yeah.
So I
So
don't
if
know
she
what her
don't watch
problem is.
them, yeah,
Leah plans to catch a flight to El Paso to sleep on the floor. That, yeah, yeah. That, but I'm
yeah.
gonna. No, I don't get it.
Isn't that crazy? She said she would rather sleep in a cardboard box in a white party.
They're
Well,
gonna
why
call the
haven't she
police.
done
Why
it
this homeless
then?
woman over here sleeping on the car? They're gonna want her out the neighborhood. I don't care if it's a low income trailer park or whatever. They're gonna see that black person in the box, wondering what's going on.
Exactly. Did she forget she was black?
Yeah,
What
she had to or
the
something.
hell? It's like I'm telling you, Caitlin, girl, find you a room to rent. Find you some nice older woman who got a paid off house and she looking to make some extra money and rent a room. Do that.
Hmm. Yeah, renting the
That's
room is best.
rent a room from some older woman who done paid off her house and she just want she you could be an extra source of income for her. And older people are very nice, most of them
Hmm.
they're very nice. They don't be, trying to tell you what to do and watch you coming and going and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what I would do. Find you a nice older person, and then if she's Caitlin say they paying $3,500 a month for hotels. If you paying $3,500 a month for hotels, somebody would easily rent you a nice portion of their home for half that easily,
Hmm.
a
Quickly.
third of that. Really, let me see what the heck is a third of $3,500. Girl, that's $1,166.
She can
Girl,
afford her own place and an apartment. She can actually afford better than Bonito Gardens, to be honest.
yeah, she really can. Like Caitlin, girl, uh, let me. And then just like your other subscriber was on yesterday, T. Caitlin needs to pay off that secured credit card. Caitlin, pay your secured credit card off. Then get another credit card, or maybe like any credit card, like a $200 credit card. Use that to pay your phone bill and pay that credit card off every month. Every month, pay the whole thing off, and your credit will shoot up. And see, this is stuff Leah don't want to teach her because Leah don't want Caitlin doing better than her. She don't want to teach her daughter how to really get good credit.
No, no. But I want to go ahead and play some more of this video because I'm not going to be up here too long. But I just had to share and document what she said earlier. For those who didn't hear, you can rewind this. She literally said it. She would have pew pew and stuff, and now she's preaching gospel and all this. She's not a Christian to me. Not to me. I'm just gonna play a little bit and then we're gonna pause. We can talk a little bit and then I'm gonna play it again. I don't even want to play this whole video. It's trash.
And you can know that through it all, it's temporary because suffering is not easy. I suffered all year long and it was difficult. Times you can't sleep. But if you, because I saw somebody in the comments the other day and I didn't have my car or something, and they was like, okay, well, let's see God get you out of this.
Whose comments she's talking about? My comments or her comments? Do y'all know? Because she talks about both, and it throws me off a little bit. I don't know.
Boom, God got me out of it. Were y'all there? Were you there?
We saw the damages of your
But faith
car. You
without
posted on
works
your
is dead.
community
So
post.
every day I was okay. I'm gonna solve this, and then I need this. I'm gonna solve this, but I need this. I'm gonna solve this. I believe it's about to be solved. It's already I already got it. I already got the answers, guys.
No, you don't.
I already got the position. I already got the apartment. I am working on my credit. I can see that. Faith to the substance things hoped for, the evidence things not seen. I already got it.
Anyone know what happened to the $500? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, she said a lot of different things. I don't know.
That's why those weapons is carnal. You're weak because you don't have that power. I don't have that power. I tap into the power. I will stay 10 toes down on my belief. I'm not gonna change.
We know. We know. Thank you for admitting that.
I'm gonna stand 10 toes down on that belief system. I know sometimes you do your videos, you don't really. I mean that. If one man ain't trying to be righteous, ain't trying to, 26% of black women will get married in their lifetime. I knew that. I knew that 10 years ago.
So she wants to be
Heck,
married.
I knew it in high school.
Okay.
Something wasn't right. Something wasn't right. Something wasn't adding up. I didn't
Evangelist
definitively know it. I was divested
successful.
my whole life. I
You're
didn't
not a
know that
divester. You're
though.
not a divester. Stop. You're not a
I
divester.
thought my situations and my experiences were unique because we didn't have social media, guys. It's kind of hard to see what it's like. We were all seeing through broken glasses, and now we can see very clearly. There's a right way to do things. There's a wrong way to do things. There's a right way to have a community. There's a wrong way to have a community, and our community is cooked. And I'm sorry, you don't need to be a mathematician to figure it out. I've had person after person contact me and tell me that what I'm trying to do isn't going to work. That's not going to work. Who told you that? You, your flesh? I don't think that'll work. Yes, it will. It's a path to stick to. Some of the lessons are not for me. Sometimes, guys, like
Yeah, she
people
just
are
after the
that she
threats,
needs
she
to do in her life to get that.
just a bunch of fluff.
If it's God's will, though. See, again, the faith is not
You
predicated.
fast.
Simple math. Line up 10 of your girlfriends.
Mm-hmm.
How many of them is divorced? How many of them is married?
Um,
How many of them is on their second marriage? How many of them never got married? You don't need the Federal Bureau of Labor and this and that to tell you all these numbers. You don't even need all of that. Line 10 of them up. Line 20 of them up. Line 30 of them up. Go within your family. Okay, maybe you got 10 family members. What does their relationships look like? We're not all lying. We're not all liars.
so she wants to get married. She says she's not
Okay.
about dating and nothing like that. But obviously, she's talking about marriage. Why? Because she wants to get married, and it's okay. Okay, it's okay to want to get married. Like one of my family members, she been through a divorce, rightfully so. And guess what? She's like, and she's one of my older family members. Okay, she's actually almost 60, and she's like, well, I'm gonna go ahead and get remarried to someone else. Okay, that's it. And she's a black woman. She's been married before for some years. Just she just that's it. So obviously successful, wants to be married, but I think her first concern is helping her daughter get a job. Like Lavender said, and like a lot of you have said, get a job, help her out, stop being emotionally abusive to your daughter, because we only can imagine what's going on off the camera, what you share on camera, and just be a better person, and then worry about men and dating and marriage or whatever else you want to do. Okay, and it's okay to want marriage. It's nothing bad about that. It's not a pick me behavior either.
What type of men do they average on marrying economically? Are they in the 1%, the 10%, the 30%, or the rest? What kind of what from a financial standpoint, what kind of men are these women marrying? Easy, not complicated. Has nothing to do with faith. It's just simple math. But I know people don't like that on this channel, guys, because it's too simple. It's too stupid simple. I get it. Okay?
Yeah, might as well join the party. Right, Lavender.
They should.
Oh, you got yourself on mute. You can speak if you want. I just wanted to play a little bit of the video. But yeah, she needs to not worry about men right now. She needs to help her daughter and herself out.
She is not. Leah is done for. Leah gonna be living in that car for a while
Maybe that's
because
her coffin. Maybe she might die in that.
whew,
Well, in a future car. I mean, she won't.
girl.
I hate to say it like that, but that might be her ending. That she's not in a house. She's not in an apartment. Where else is she gonna pass away in the future?
And see, Caitlyn gonna run herself crazy trying to help, trying to support somebody who don't want the best for Caitlyn. She gonna run herself crazy.
Right. And it doesn't have to be this way. I mean, they're both still, at a age, even successful. She's at an age where she's still mobile. She's not in her 90s. She's not in her late 80s. She can still make things work. It's not too late. She's in her 40s, but she still insists on doing nothing. Why would you want to live off your daughter? That's strange.
Yeah. And all those years ago, somebody was talking about how she was putting Caitlyn out there trying to. She been comparing herself to her daughter. That's the whole reason she put Caitlyn out there and let people see Caitlyn's size and her appearance. She should have never put her daughter out there, but she did that
Hmm.
because she's been competing with her child. But you see how she was projecting. Now she the big one because Leah done got big.
I know. Now she
She done
wants to
got
stop eating. That's where her daughter gets it from. When she was telling her, "You're eating cookies and meat," she's throwing it right back at her because that's what you did with her.
Leah done got big, and Caitlyn has
Yep.
lost a bunch of weight.
Yep.
So see, everything she tried to do to turn people against Caitlyn and make herself seem like, oh, I got a problem child. She big, and I'm having these problems. No, that was Leah overeating and refusing to be mobile and refusing to move
Right.
her body because it. First of all, it's not even the refusal to be because we see Leah will go to the gym, but she got to be eating a lot of food to get that big
Yeah, it's not just salads and stuff. Mm-mm.
because she be that's why she like them hotels because they got free breakfast.
Yeah, she loves to talk about the free breakfast. Like she getting her money's worth in her mind, even though it's still pricey.
Yeah, and at those hotels with that free breakfast, you can get like as much as you want. You
Yep.
can load up on omelets, bagels, muffins, yogurt, pancakes, hash browns, and I bet that's exactly what she be doing.
Yep. I know they know
Loading,
her by sight. They don't even start. Oh, do you stay here? Nope. They know who she is.
load. Somebody say,
Biscuits and gravy down there, likely.
yeah, yes, because I stayed at the types of hotels before, just traveling and visiting family on vacation, and I know the kind of breakfast you can get. They be having real delicious breakfast.
See? And she had that every morning while Caitlin's at work.
And I know she probably load up on that breakfast. She probably make her a big bagel breakfast sandwich, one to eat for breakfast,
Enough for
one
a
for lunch.
construction worker. That's enough
Yeah,
calories for a construction worker, likely.
she is eating a lot of food because you just don't get that big by not exercising. Because you can lose weight even if you don't exercise.
Yep. That's
All
true.
you
That's actually true. That is very true.
all you not you it's calories in, calories out. So if you're not putting the calories in, you're not even gonna gain the weight in the first place. And Leah, she's getting huge.
Yeah.
Like stop eating. She's getting huge.
That's her villain era. She gonna come back bigger, badder, and meaner. That's for
She is
2026.
she is getting huge. I seen her a couple of weeks ago. I said, dang.
I know. I was
And she
surprised too. I was, oh, okay.
she trying to hide it, but she can't hide it. And she
Mm.
tried to make it seem like it's sexy to have that big old behind. It's not.
Well, for the type of men that she get, maybe that for them, out there in the hood or wherever she talked about where she's at. But
The
um,
t- People like a Beyonce big behind, a Jennifer Lopez big behind. That right there, she got she got a Gabourey Sidibe a big behind. She, she,
look,
she's
have her
big.
walking down the street like that scene in Precious. And the guy's like, "Oh yeah, yeah."
And she's trying to act like she got a Coke bottle shaped with a small belly. Her stomach is not flat.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
See, she's trying to pull them. she's trying to she's trying to pull them sweatpants up over that belly to make it seem like
And
she
that's
got a
even
flat.
worse. Stop
Like,
e-begging. That's just crazy. I mean,
Yes. For people out there who watch Leah consistently, there's nothing more disturbing than watching her eat on screen. Nothing more disturbing. She has no table manners whatsoever. And she's a food shoveling volume eater. So she likes to load up her fork or spoon with food, shove it into her mouth, chew like a chipmunk. You know, she's having a hard time mastering her breathing while she eats. So her
mhm.
nostrils flare open and you can hear her breathing heavily and chewing.
Oh, it's
Like,
taking effort.
yeah, it's taking effort. Um, like one time they ate salad in their car. Uh, first of all, the salads were drowning in dressing. I'm not talking about where you put 2 tablespoons in and you stir or shake enough that everything gets coated with 2 tablespoons. I'm talking 4 and 5 tablespoons. The salad was drenched and drowning in dressing. And she she knew she was eating on camera, but she was piling these vegetables, mostly lettuce, covered in abundant dressing and shoveling it in her mouth. And so there was dressing on the sides of her mouth and on her chin. It was just a hot ass mess.
She might as well
So
just be a mukbanger. Just sit up there and because they
and yeah,
some people like people eating that way. Like Nick Avocado. He's nasty back in the day.
yeah. I don't watch those mukbang videos because I don't like to see people eat like that. First of all, I think
Mhm.
it's definitely a choking hazard.
Of course.
That's not normal. And the volume of food is that's not normal.
but she doesn't
It
have the discipline to do even a mukbang channel because she got when her muk when she thinks she should make a mukbang. She the type she thinks she could make a mukbang channel, and if that channel don't make her $3,000 a month in her first month, she backed it. E-begging and struggle content.
Well, she can eat beg over the food she's eating. She can tell the new subscribers, send while she eats.
True, true.
But she'll
yeah,
get definitely a non-black audience might pay more attention over there, and she might not like it once they put two and two together.
Mm.
yeah.
And
And she
she
also
think.
she
Go
she
ahead.
also did a Trader Joe's shrimp fried rice when they were in the San Antonio apartment, and it was more of the same.
Wow.
She microwaved that thing, which I'm not gonna you know play funny with her. I know that it says that it's enough for two, but it isn't. You know, I would probably have eaten the one bag by myself, but I wouldn't have been loading up a spoon with pieces of rice and shrimp and egg and shoveling it in my mouth and breathing heavy with my nostrils flared open. I would not be caught dead eating like that in front of other people. As a matter of fact,
Right.
I don't even eat like that privately.
Right. Especially if you have a history of being BWE, like Black Woman Empowerment, you're supposed to present yourself a certain way if that's your thing. We know she's not, but still,
Oh,
it
wait a
makes you.
minute. Wait a minute. Lumen, was that Lumen? I can't see. She said the Trader Joe's video is still up on Caitlin's channel.
What is Katie's
Dang.
channel?
I don't even know. I'm
Oh,
subscribed to
it,
him
it was
somewhere.
it was a channel that Leah gifted to Caitlin. It was an already monetized channel. And I think it's something called Marie Lightcore or something.
But let me tell you something about these already monetized channels that Leah probably did not tell Caitlin. It don't matter how many monetized channels you have, you can only have one AdSense account. So even though the channel is already monetized, Leah, she's a scammer. She's scamming her own child. That money
What?
gonna go back to Leah. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
What? Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Well, unless
That
unless
money,
Caitlin uses her own phone number, it can be under her. But if it's under Successful's phone number, then yeah, it's going to her.
we all know
Oh,
nothing is
wow.
Caitlin's phone number. We all know that Caitlin
Oh,
don't. She's not allowed to have a phone number attached to nothing, a email address, nothing. Leah done controlled the situation completely. The thing about this so-called I gifted you a monetized channel, girl, all that still going to Leah.
you know what? I didn't even know that. I thought she literally gifted a channel to her.
No, it does not work that way. No, because when they find out that you trying to double dip and have two AdSense accounts or whatever, they will cut one off.
Wow.
So no, that was another scam. See, I'm telling you, Caitlin, you need to Caitlin. I understand Caitlin's thought process because even I struggle with this too. It's very hard to accept that somebody who was supposed to want the best for you is abusive and they don't want the best for you and they want to see you not do good in life. They want to see you not, you know, not successful. They don't want to see you succeed. That's difficult. That's very, very difficult to comprehend that somebody who's supposed to take care of you and make sure you successful, they want the complete, you know, opposite. That's difficult. But the sooner Caitlin accepts that, and see, Caitlin, you don't have to hate your mother. You don't have to hate her, but it's best that you get away from her. Like
Now,
I don't.
I do think that she recognizes what her mother is doing. I think the straw that broke the camel's back was when she stole Kay's hair and then left her with just a few strands of bundles to cover up a big troll top. Because Caitlin was sincerely distraught. Since
Mm.
she was distraught, she braided up her mother's hair and it took all the hair and didn't leave her enough. So it was enough to do 1.5 heads. And Leah was sneaky and smart enough to get Kate to do her first, so that if
Mm.
there was anybody was going to be done with a half head of hair, it would be Caitlin and not her.
And see,
Even though Caitlin was the one that had to go to work, and Leah told her to
exactly.
put a hat on.
That's exactly what I was about to say. Like, like Leah act like, oh, I'm going on job interviews. Girl, these ain't no real job interviews. Slap that wig on and be done with it. Like, Leah got a couple of wigs. She needs to wear those wigs and let Caitlin do the braids.
I know. Yeah, I can't be live too long. I can stay up to about 3 hours because I had some plans. That's why I said I didn't want to do. I look Successful. When you if you go live again tonight or on Christmas, okay? I'm not gonna lie. I'll look over there, but I got things to do, and you can do as many threats as you want, okay? Because you're in your villain era. I mean,
She
I
don't even
mean,
know what a villain era is. She
I
don't
know.
even understand a villain. You know who really finna be in a villain era? Her child.
Yes, but look, I'm not trying to be funny, but yeah, she's a young woman, and when hormones take off, sometimes you don't think too straight, especially when it concerns a guy. If the right guy come along to Caitlyn, it's a wrap. There's nothing you can do to control that. It is going to be a wrap. I think that's what it's going to take for Caitlyn to kind of. It would likely. It's usually a guy. I'm just
And
going to be
it's really
honest.
not going to be a villain era. See, she don't even really know what a villain era is. A villain era is when somebody who has been done wrong finally gets some boundaries, which is what Caitlyn is going to have to do. And see, Leah She's gonna be sweat. She already be acting like Caitlyn is the villain. Caitlyn, you already the villain, girl. Step into it.
Yeah, just be yourself. Continue to be yourself.
Your mom already putting you all out there for the whole world to treat you like a bad guy. I I'm telling you, what Leah is doing to Caitlyn would be pushing me over the edge. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean,
I
she
would be.
used to it. She's used to it now, so I guess she just. But it's gonna build up. I think one day. I mean, she's already cursing back at her mom. Her mom curses first, but we'll see. They need to be spaced out because it's not gonna be safe for either party. To be honest, over time.
You're right. It's not gonna be safe because see, I don't want Caitlyn to do something that's gonna affect her future for real. Because we see what happens when these kids spaz out on these parents.
Yeah, they. I mean, some kids go really far. They take them out.
Yeah, and Caitlyn, sweetheart, don't f your future up for your mom. She ain't
Right,
worth it.
right. Don't do it.
Mm-hmm. She
Don't.
needs to separate. Caitlyn, girl, it might take you a month, but you need to be severely looking for somewhere else to stay. You need to be looking for a room to rent in somebody's home because I know you might not qualify for your own place yet. And I kind of don't recommend you living with a young person for real. At first, I was like, yeah, move in with a young person, but now, no. You need to move in with somebody stable.
Who's more responsible? I see why you say that.
Mm-hmm. Somebody stable, somebody who's not gonna be inviting all kind of crazy random people over. Cause see, that's what young people do.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Mm-hmm. You need somebody who quiet, stable. They don't have a lot of crazy stuff going on in their house because and if you get you a little boyfriend, do not invite him over to where you live, sweetheart. If he don't have his own place, don't mess with him. And another thing, Caitlyn, do not move in with no man, honey.
Right, to escape.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't move in with no man, because it's gonna go from one terrible situation to a worse. Girl, don't move
I
because
know.
he gonna make you pay half. You're gonna be 50-50 in it because he see you
Mhm.
got a job. Sometimes he might convince you to pay for everything.
Yep,
Don't
especially if
move
you're in a
in.
desperate situation trying to get away from your mom, and then you get
Yep.
yeah. Be careful and don't put all your business out there to a guy. To be honest, because if they hear that you're desperate and this and that, they might try to run game. I'm not trying to say all men are like that, but some will. Keep that to
Mm-hmm.
yourself. You know your business is already on the internet. You may not search if you don't say nothing.
Yeah, he won't. He won't. And don't. But you know what's the crazy thing though? Sometimes the way the internet works is when you have two cell phones that's close together, they will start recommending stuff to the person.
That's true. That is true.
You got to be very careful, like real careful.
And it shouldn't even be that way because I'll get like these little pop ups saying, "Hey, do you?" I'm like, "No, no.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why do you want? I mean, if I want people to know, then I'll let them know. Why are you? Why is the internet trying to help me out?"
Yes. Caitlyn, mess with somebody who got an education, a career, and they don't want nothing from you. And I don't care how much he got. I don't care how good his career is. Do not move in with no man. I don't care because you're gonna be going from one horrible situation to another horrible situation.
Mm-hmm.
Do not move in with him. And I don't care if he got a mansion. Don't move in with him. Do not. Because you've been abused your whole life. You need freedom. You need independence. You need to find yourself. Okay? You need to move in with a nice older person who looking for an extra source of income and a nice, quiet, calm life. I'm not saying don't date, absolutely date. But if you do meet a man, girl, get something from him. Allow him to teach you how to drive. If you meet a man and he teach you how to drive, stick by his side.
That's what one of my coworkers was telling me. Well, the other job I used to have, that's a look. She didn't even like the guy. I'm gonna be honest. She told me she didn't even like him, but she went ahead and dated him, became his girlfriend, just so she can learn how to drive, just so because he was paying most of the rent. She still paid something, but he paid most because he already had a place, and she made it work for her that way.
Absolutely. Learning how to drive. Caitlin, this is the test. When you start dating, this the test. Ask him, tell him you need to learn how to drive. Don't even ask him. Tell him, you got to teach me how to drive. And we got to do it right now, today. Let's find an empty parking lot. And if he don't continuously teach you how to drive, now you can't rely on him to be finding driving license places. You're gonna have to handle that part on your own. That you're gonna have to find places to take your tests and get your learners and everything. But he gotta teach you how to drive. Caitlin, you too far behind, baby girl. Too far behind. Too far. You can't mess with no man that's not gonna at least teach you how to drive. At least. Because at 21 and her mom hasn't taught her how to drive, that's on purpose.
Yeah, it is.
That's on purpose. And look at how serious her mom knows knowing how to drive is. And she act like at 21 it's no big deal that her kid don't.
It could benefit them both if she actually knew how. Actually, it would benefit them both.
Yeah, but somebody like Leah, she is scared of the possibility of Caitlin driving off into the sunset and living her life. So she would rather weigh her down than the possibility. But see, Caitlin not even like that. Caitlin would still help her if she knew how to drive. But Leah don't see it that way, and she never will. I'm telling you, Caitlin, your mother will never teach you how to drive. Never. She never will.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody said, yeah, I agree, driving school, but sometimes when you in situations like Caitlin, you got to piece your life together in different ways. She's not in a normal situation. You got to piece your life together in different kinds of ways. And, I think that'll be a good little bonding experience for her and some nice guy. Because I'm like, everybody ain't bad. I think she can definitely meet some. And men love helping us, teaching us stuff,
Of course. When he's into you and stuff, and he actually likes you, yeah, they'll do a lot. I mean,
yeah. That's a nice little bonding experience. And, and it's important. Like, because
I don't know. I think Caitlin wants to drive. I don't know.
She does. Did you not hear her, Leah, when she was like, Caitlin was crying when we was going to looking for a new car, talking about how much Caitlin wanted a car. Of course she wanted.
Right.
Like, what the hell?
She's not part of that. I mean, there's a lot of people who are like in their 20s and they're driving or they want to drive. I wouldn't say that for all their generation. No, maybe a few rare ones. But no, not all of them like that.
No, Caitlin does want to learn how to drive because Leah even said that Caitlin be crying about how much she don't have her own car. Do you think at 21, Caitlin wants to rely on her abusive, toxic parent? Let's be real now.
For life.
Caitlin wants
I didn't want to
freedom.
go live. I didn't want to go. This is not going to be a long live. Okay, I gotta go because I made a promise to someone and I got things to do. But she done threatened people out here, wanted me to have a pew-pew to my head, not my leg, not my foot, like a Megan Thee Stallion situation where I might live. But no, to my head, okay? I didn't want to do that, but I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my God, really? That's how we end up here, and then I'm going to get going. But go ahead and finish what you were saying, Lavender.
Yeah, Caitlin wants freedom. She does not want to rely on her toxic parent. Like, Caitlin is not part, because I got people in my family who never wanted to drive and they never encouraged their children to drive. And I'm telling you right now, Caitlin, I have seen the result of that, baby girl, and you don't want that to be your result. I'm telling you right now. Even me, I come from a family of women who do not encourage other women to do things. Everything that us girls got in my family, we had to claw our way out of that toxic mentality that they put upon us. So Caitlin wants to drive and Caitlin wants a
And
car.
you can see so much of the state of Texas. You can drive out of the state if you want to. I prefer plane, but you get what I'm saying. It's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
freedom. It gets things done faster. What if you just want to cruise? Like you just want to drive around? Like
Exactly. Like I used to love just getting in my car and like just driving. Like, sometimes you just want to get out the house. You could drive to the park, drive to get yourself something to eat. It's peaceful being by yourself sometimes. It's therapeutic. And Caitlin definitely wants to learn how to drive. Somebody said, I did not know that I got my license at 16. Yeah, because you have a responsible parent. But we're dealing with an abusive, toxic person. And Caitlin wants to learn how to drive, and Caitlin wants her own car. Leah even said that. And that makes Leah upset. She was upset that Caitlin was crying about not being able to drive at 21, not knowing how to drive, and not ever having a vehicle of her own. Leah is upset that Caitlin even suggested that she have a vehicle of her own at 21. 21 is old to not know how to drive. And I don't want to make Caitlin feel bad. And it's totally possible to learn how to drive at 21, but learning how to drive is something best done young, in my opinion. Like you can learn when you get older, but it's best done young. And 21 is still pretty young, but when you get older, you start getting scared and skittish. You have less fear. You have
we'll
more
see.
like
Wait, Kitty says she learned that 21. Yeah.
21 is young. And I got my license in my 20s as well. I'm not gonna lie. I got my license in my 20s.
Everybody's life situation is different, and with things going with Caitlin, who knows when she'll learn. But just don't ever give up on that idea of learning how to drive because it's so much freedom.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And Caitlin needs to be getting on it right now though. Cause I'm not trying to like scare her, but 21 is kind of getting, you know, that the older you get, the more fearful you get of things. When you younger, you kind of fearless. You know, that lack of experience and knowledge of the world, you fearless in a way. And once you have more experience, the more protection you experience in life, you kind of get used to that protection and it's hard to go back. And things, but your mom held you back from driving too. Yep. See, that's how they do a lot of us women. A lot of us girls, they hold us back from driving. That was my experience too. When I was a teenager and my friends were learning how to drive, my mom would not teach me how to drive. She wouldn't. Even when I got my learner's permit, she wouldn't let me drive. They do a lot of us girls like that because they don't want us to be independent. They want us dependent on them. So they don't want us to learn how to drive. But Caitlin, you need to meet you a nice young man and do not be scared to make him teach you how to drive, baby girl. I don't care how professional you think he is. I don't care what, because see, when you young and you in Caitlin's situation, somebody with a nicer career and nice things will take you on easier than somebody who is Leah's age. Ain't no Leah gonna have to take the bottom of the barrel, but Caitlin still has an opportunity to attract somebody who is, in the upper middle class. She can still attract that because she's young. And they will give her opportunities. And Leah know her ship has sailed. And even really her ship, Leah, like you said before, Leah's ship has not sailed, but she don't want to work on herself.
She don't want to try, and it's going to be too late one day where she really, her health is really bad in the first place. Not trying to be negative, but it is bad. So she's not working on it now. It's going to be too late for her.
She packing that weight on. She don't want to cut down on her eating. She don't want to take care of her health. So, yeah, but with Caitlin is still young. She can attract somebody who see the potential in her and want to help her and invest in her. Leah gonna have to really aggressively take care of herself if she want to attract somebody like that. I'm not saying it's not possible, but Leah gonna have to be more aggressive because she don't let herself go for too long. But Caitlyn gonna have it a little bit easier, and Leah knows that, and she want to waste her time.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
gonna go ahead and play some more of this video because I do have to leave soon. But thank you all for coming. If y'all want to hear the threat, she still has it up on her channel. It's also on my end in the beginning somewhere of this live stream. I was just really surprised. I'm like, wow, you talking like that now? So I mean, I get it when she talked about her mom violently like that, but
because she know you telling the truth, and
but,
you a threat to her.
but she shouldn't feel that way. She don't watch this channel. She said, we know that's a lie, but still,
She
she
know you
shouldn't.
telling the truth.
Right.
To get married to losers. That's a losing recipe. Women are not happy with broke loser men. And women are not judged by whether they live in a car or a cardboard box. I'm just giving it to you. Men, someone I'm talking to doesn't care. Men don't care. They will watch me go put all my junk in my car from the gym and they don't give a damn. Y'all care. Y'all want to date black women who have money and stuff for y'all's own inadequacies. A provider man don't care about that. They don't care. Many of these men met their wives living in their parents' basement, going to college broke, or
Now, I want to say this when it comes, because me and my friend, we had this conversation. There are men who want the woman to be providers. Yes, there are men also who prefer to be the providers. Okay, think about Britney Spears. Britney Spears got with a guy who was her backup dancer. He didn't have much. He got with her, left his girlfriend, made her a baby mom. Was a black girlfriend. Married Britney Spears. Why? Because she had money. Then next minute they had a divorce, and he was getting paid lots and lots of money every single month from Britney Spears. And now that it's over recently, he now wants to make a book about Britney Spears. So he's one of those type of white men who I also feel with Taylor Swift situation. Yeah, she's got with a guy who's a millionaire, but she's a billionaire. Remember, people with money like more money. Of course, Taylor Swift, he's going to marry and all that stuff real quickly. There are men like that who like women who have lots of money. And there's men out there who like women to have less than them. So either or, it's not really based on race if you really look at it. There are men just like that in the black race and the non-black race. So that's all I wanted to say on that.
God knows whatever else. Many
Because I want to say I forgot I found out her business. It was someplace I used to work at, and this lady was in HR. Okay, a black woman married to a Mexican man, and he was the house husband. They had no kids. To me, that sounded, because when I saw his picture on her desk, he looked like he can build houses and everything. Like he was stocky built and everything, but he was somehow at home sitting there, and she was at work. Okay. Then there was a white couple. The guy was a white guy. He was my coworker. His wife was a registered nurse, a white woman. But he was on the web team with me and others at Nordstrom. We didn't make nursing money at all. So she was the breadwinner. So you can't really judge all these relationships because you don't know all their business unless they tell you or unless you see it.
other situations and circumstances. They met their women being roommates. Sometimes they met their women. Their woman was rich. They're still marriage minded. That's their mindset. It's something that they want. So if only 26% of black women are getting married and the 80% are trying to get married to black men, then that tells you right there that they're gonna fail because the men are not marriage minded. They don't need to get married. They still have access. Listen, guys, how many people would pay their mortgage, their car note, their rent if they could live there forever for free? No one would. If everything you could pretty much do in your life, you could do it for free without any kind of investment, how many people would choose to go to work? How many people would choose to go the hard route? How many people would choose to pay? How many people would choose to pay?
So we went from wanting me to be gone and murdered or arrested Now and then about the Lord and Jesus and praise God and the Holy Spirit is over you to marriage. This was a very interesting live stream. But I'm gonna end it right here. But Lavender, before I go, anything else you want to add? I'm ready to check out.
I don't have anything else to add. I pray Caitlin is doing well, and that's it.
Yeah, and any black men out there, she really wants with one of y'all, just like Samantha Cooker. You know, if any of y'all are open minded, she's ready. Okay, just don't say you're dating her on the internet because that'll be devastating for her. She don't want to admit that. She want to keep it on the low, like Crystal Swirls tried to. If y'all can have a DL black relationship, keep it in the closet. She'll prefer that. And that's it. That's all I have to say. Uh, you know what? Whatever names they would have put out there, no one knows my real name. They put Vanessa. They put that other. What's there's so many names. Okay, so many names. Okay, and if there's that other guy, Mister $10, he said he's going to take me and another black woman and another black man to court. Um, he wants to sue Mr. $10. So there's a lot of crazy people out there um, who are obsessed with me and other people. I can't control their insanity. I'm just a reaction newscasting channel like everybody else. I'm not doing anything special. Um, I mean, you said channel name, like yeah. I mean, there's people who want to take me to court. Okay, they want a reason, and who that person is Mister $10. Okay, he has no case. I literally got proof of him stalking me. Literally, he literally made a video driving by my school, y'all, when I was in university. So that's why I didn't want to go to graduation. He's a little obsessed. Then we have people like successful who want me to be dead now. I don't want her to be dead, but she wants me to be dead. Um, and now we went from the Lord loves her, Jesus, this and that, after saying she wants me to be dead and murdered. She wants me to be murdered, okay? And now she's about the Lord, and now she's talking about marriage, okay? And obviously it's about black men. She wants a black man in her life, and I guess because she can't get that or whatever reason, she's coming down on me about it. I can't make you and a black man get together. I don't know what's going on in your personal life. It's not hard to get a black guy, okay? But it has nothing to do with me. I'm just repeating and reporting the news of what you're saying on your end. I'm not putting words in your mouth. I'm literally letting you talk. That's it. That's it. But yeah, there's some obsessed people, and I'm just a regular content creator. Just a regular content creator. And, I guess mine is a little special on a great level for people to react on this. I don't even know how else to say it. But I'll let her talk a little bit more and then I'm going to go. Let's hear about how she wants marriage with black men, which is fine.
Say rates. They wouldn't. That's the black community. These men don't have to get married because there's always 80% that are staying. It's easy. Easy, simple math. If it flipped, if only 26% of black women were interested in black men, you would see an outrageous paradigm shift. You would see begging content, what y'all call it, simping, all of that. Okay?
Oh, she paused. So yeah, if I'm going to talk about black men day and night, my behind need to be with a black man. Same thing for black men. They talk about black women day and night. Even if they're with non-black women, they need to be with a black woman because it's a little obsession. Like you kind of miss that other person, your own race or something. I don't know. But successful. I know you're lurking, but that was uncalled for. I did drop the link. I was hoping you click the link and apologize to me and to your subscribers that you did, you know, but starting with me for the threats. Okay, that was uncalled for. Your villain era sucks. If you want to get crazy, then we'll both have to be crazy next year together. Well, I mean, we might as well Leo versus Leo. Like, I mean, I'm down for it if she want to go that way. I mean, I don't know. We can be crazy together. We can be villains together. I already got my cape, girl. I got my little evil cape. Do you have one?
Do I feel like the father of my child caused most of the problems by not marrying me? I gave him the ring back.
No. When he was in the chat, I didn't seem like he. I mean, he hasn't watched any of your content for years. That's what I heard. I think Stop eBay and said that. So I don't. I don't know.
I gave him his ring back.
And you want it back. That's why you're talking about marriage.
But that doesn't matter now, does it?
She is a
Because we're like
very
20
sorry
something years
Leo.
removed from that.
I don't like this Leo.
Does it?
That's a
And that
little.
was one of the best decisions I ever made.
Well, go ahead.
She probably did give him his ring back, and she's mad now. She in her feelings, and she saw that she could have got ahead a little bit more than what she did if she wasn't in her feelings.
She should have kept that ring, cause I mean he was a sucker for it at that time, but I don't guess not now. If that's true,
Mm.
that she really gave the ring back. Um, yeah.
She probably did give it back, trying to, trying to prove a point, make him beg for her back. But see, this is what people do sometimes. They try to prove a point and try to get you play hard to get. See, she tried to play hard to get with him, and he was too busy for that. Because you got to remember, he's 10 years older than her.
Right, he knows game likely too. He said he don't have time for that. That
Yeah,
might
he
work
didn't.
on someone her own age at the time, but not him.
She probably thought he was gonna beg and beg and beg, and he said, "I don't have time for this, baby. I'm on the road. I'm making money." He 10 years. If he was 34 and she was 24, a 34-year-old with a career and a provider, because she said he was providing completely, and she was a stay-at-home mom. If he was providing completely, he said, "Okay, well, I don't have time for this crazy shit." Crazy stuff. You do you and go about your business. And I don't think she was expecting that, because it seemed like she never got on her feet after that.
Mm. Nope.
And I think she really regrets not just sticking it in, and because she talks about that sometimes. She talk about, like, just these married women just putting their years in, putting 10 years in. Because if she would have put 10 years in, 10 years ago, she would have had a 10-year long marriage, and she could have leveled up a lot in those 10 years.
Right.
Just like that girl you said who didn't like that guy she was dating, but she let him teach her how to drive, and she got a
Mm-hmm.
lifelong skill. Now she done learned how to drive.
Right. So she messed up that only opportunity, it seemed like at that time and now, to get ahead if she just went ahead and said I do. If this is
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
She
That's
could have
it.
raised Caitlin up to 18. Caitlin would be in college and living a normal life right now.
Mm-hmm.
But now she don't want to take responsibility for the situation Caitlin in, because this is her fault.
Mm-hmm. And it's up to Caitlin to get herself out one day. One day. I don't know how, but
No, we praying Caitlin get out today.
today.
Yes, because it's serious. And like I said before in the chat, Leah, Successful Ladies Live, is experiencing or exhibiting spiritual psychosis.
Mm-hmm.
And that is super dangerous. Like, I know it's dangerous because she done crashed 2 cars in 1 year.
Right. That's why I was like, when I saw that comment telling her to drive the elderly, I said, y'all just trying to get them out of this world a little quicker. I'm like, that's evil.
Exactly.
That's evil. She gets too many car accidents. I mean, I would be nervous if I was in the back seat or a passenger and she driving. All right, you guys, you're buckled up. I might start crying. I'm
And
like, mm-mm.
I think she said she was screaming and yelling at Caitlin when she got in that car accident. I think she said that.
Right.
And see, she talking all crazy and driving. I bet Caitlin be scared to ride in the car with her.
Right. I mean, I would be too. I'm thinking, oh my God, you look, y'all, I'm a Leo too. Leos tend to be good entertainers, okay? Whether they're good or bad Leos. So yes, there are some really evil Leos. Successful Leo threatened to, well, she wanted me to be gone. She wanted me to be murdered. Another Leo. You see how that goes? Yeah, even Jennifer Lopez, she's a Leo. Kylie Jenner, she's a Leo. Leos tend to be entertainers. That's what they say. Okay, that's what they say. I don't
Yeah,
know.
Leah did walk away from a provider, and I don't think it's a lie because she was only 24. We all know, we most of us watching this live stream have been in our 20s or maybe in your 20s right now. And we all know when you in your 20s, honey, you ain't gotta be too cute to get no man that's gonna do something for you. Okay? Youth
Right.
is youth is a commodity. And I do believe that he was providing for her because he was on the road and he was already laying down with her. He had already put a baby in her. And I do believe he was. Men don't care about providing. That's one thing about when men see, you know that term, it ain't tricking if you got it. It ain't tricking if you got it. And he had it.
Hmm.
He didn't care about providing for her, but that same stuff she doing right now, she was probably doing then, back then. She never learned her lesson. She never learned how to be quiet and get
Nope.
ahead.
I mean, plus he was a truck driver. She would have had all types of space to herself. Provided for.
Exactly. She could have
So
got her.
I mean,
She could have got her degree. Wow.
wait. Stop e-begging. What I mean, didn't you say that she called, like, well, she was trying to get her his son arrested or something? So maybe she didn't deny the ring, maybe that he got the hell away from her because she was trying to get his son in jail. Because I can't
Mm.
even imagine young successful denying a ring and say, I don't want to be provided for while you're on the road and have all this time to myself to do nothing. I don't know. It don't sound like even the young version of her. So that's what I heard, that she literally
Well, she do like a lot.
yeah, because I can't imagine her just saying, I don't want this provider with her hands
She
on her hips and leaving.
She lies a lot. And see, I'm at the point now, I don't even know. I done been following her for so long and I've been listening to the same story and I've been believing it. I really don't even know what's a lie and what's not, to be honest. So you know what? She probably did get rejected.
Yeah, I don't think she just told some a black guy she had a child with, of all things, right? She had a child. Oh, stop e-begging. Can you confirm this or?
Yes, I can confirm. I don't know the timeline and sequence for everything, but he did say the thing that finally broke the camel's back was her reporting his son, who was 2 or 3 years older than Caitlin, of SAing Caitlin. Child Protective Services got involved, and
What?
they investigated and found it not to be true.
So you think he proposed to her after all?
No, he may have gotten her a ring,
Hmm.
and said that, hey, let's get married. But I do believe she tried to, make some moves on him, like Lavender was saying, make you chase after me, and maybe he didn't chase after her.
Oh, he stayed at home or went to work. Okay.
Yeah, giving the ring back and causing drama. He said that during when they lived together for about 5 years, remember, she has she claims that he's in arrears for child support because she fraudulently reported to the court that he hadn't supported. She didn't admit that they were cohabitated for the first 5 years of the baby's life. He shouldn't have been put on child support for those 5 years. But because Leah is a scammer and a liar and hateful and spiteful, that's what she did. So he was put on child support even though he was cohabitating with her and was the sole provider for the household.
Wow. See, she
But
had it made, but she just
she
didn't.
did. She had it made. I didn't hear anything from him about rings and going to the courthouse. Those are Leah's claims. So even if that happened, um, she didn't close the deal. She should have closed the deal. She wasn't going to get, there was nothing better out there for her. I think he's attractive. He's 6 feet
Mhm.
9 inches, and he works, and he has side hustles.
Oh, she
Okay.
bitter. She bitter.
She is super bitter.
Of
Now, he,
course.
he, he told me that during the relationship, he suspected that she might be bipolar because she would start dry arguments with him. And she would do
Mm.
stuff like threaten to unalive herself by
Whoa.
grabbing the car handle while they were driving down the freeway, and
Jeez.
yes, pretending to want to jump. So
I believe it.
yeah, so he knew that something was wrong with her, and he still tried to make it work.
Mm.
But
Wow.
the final straw was the allegation she made that his son, who was 2 to 3 years older than Caitlin, had SA'd Caitlin. And we know
Wow.
that this was a false claim because she has gone on her lives to ask Caitlin, "Have you ever been SA'd?" "I've never been great." "Have you been great, Caitlin?"
Mm.
So it was a
Wow.
lie. It was all made up, and it was done spitefully.
She bitter.
And
She six
let,
foot
let me tell
nine
you
black
something.
man.
Yeah, he's 6'9" and he is easy on the
Pro-
eyes.
provider.
Yeah, 6'9", black male truck driver who was a provider and who is still easy on the eyes.
Woo.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Bitter.
Yeah, he might have had a little weight problem here and there, but he has slimmed down. He sent pictures of him working on his farm, and it's not a shack, it's a farm. It's a nice house. And he showed pictures of him building a greenhouse, and not a little shed, a real greenhouse like you would expect to see at a garden center.
Yeah, she never got over that.
No, she didn't. She fumbled the bag. And, I know, Miss Elite, you have to go, but I have
Mhm.
always suspected that her brothers moved to the other side of Texas to be away from Leah. Because if she was going to pull that crap on Trent with his son, who was just a couple of years older, who's to say she wouldn't make those claims against her brothers?
Oh, that's true.
Those are my suspicions.
All she had, but you know what though? The way she is with her bipolar or whatever, allegedly,
Mm,
a boring life to her is, or a calm life to her is boring.
yes. Trent said she would start dry arguments. I think that she thrives on chaos. I think she wants to have high cortisol, high stress, high histamine. I think she thrives, like you're saying, she thrives on drama and conflict.
Wow.
Because she probably was sitting at home all day while he was working, and that wasn't good enough for her. She had to, and you see, she's controlling. Even while
Hmm.
he's at work, she gotta know what he doing all day, every day.
Oh, look, one of her complaints was that he would call her and stay on the phone with her all night.
What the heck?
Okay, I want to tell y'all something. The one who's saying that I'm going to go to jail, I got a lot of haters. They don't like when I report the news on their end either. This is this guy who I refuse to date. Let me show y'all. That's what I want in my life. And because I said no, he started with the N words on his end, and I'm this and like I don't like I have so many haters. It's kind of hard to keep track of them. Just saying no, I don't want to date him. I don't find him attractive. I was nice about it in the beginning, but I don't think he understands. I think he gets it now. So
Mm.
yeah, he like, oh, she need to go to jail. He saw this title. Oh my god, someone wants to pew pew her. You know how some men are. If they can't
Mhm.
have you, they rather you just die. So
Yeah,
yeah,
Lord.
I know,
but
I know, I know.
don't let us hold you up. I know you have other plans.
Yeah, I need to get.
Um, yeah. So
I'll
it was
leave this up for
good.
everybody because they wanted to know if I'm gonna leave it. I'll leave it up because I mean it was just shocking. But go ahead.
Yeah.
because
before
he's
we
telling the
go?
truth.
Yeah.
And you have a lot of her loyal subscribers who you are really opening our eyes.
All right.
Because,
And
like
then
I said
she,
yesterday, I've sent her money before and I've been a part of her private groups. I really believed in her.
oh wow, she was good.
Yeah, I really believed in her.
And I'm
And
gonna
what
show her
she's,
proof. I'm gonna show her proof in the future that I did not follow her for 8 years straight like that. Because I literally had those videos on private where I would check on her, like, oh, and then I would leave for like maybe 2 years, 3 years later, and then make a new little video. It was never like this. It was never like this. So, anything else y'all want to add before I go?
Nope, I'll go ahead and step down. Thank you.
Thank you for confirming that. Thank you for filling in the blanks. And Lavender, anything else you want to add before I go?
no, just you totally right for calling this out. This is way, way weird.
It is.
Mm.
It is. I mean, it's
It,
just so many people. I'm just a regular content creator. Y'all would look the way they treat me. You think I'm in the millions? No, just a small little
and
channel.
and I mean, like, she doesn't want anybody to call out the abuse.
She don't. She don't. And she don't like when y'all talk up here. And so she, you know.
Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah, well, that's all. I don't want to hold you up either. So
Well,
yeah,
thanks for
you right.
coming
You
up.
right for calling it out.
Well, thanks for coming up and also happy holidays. I know, right? Happy holidays to
Absolutely.
all. Y'all gonna have a better holidays than her. I promise you that. I don't care if you have no family or no friends. Your holiday will definitely still be better than successful. I promise you that. I promise. Hopefully, Caitlin, her job will give her another slab of lasagna to bring home to the hotel. So her mom, because her mom loves that lasagna at the hospital, and they can celebrate Christmas that way, I guess. But I'm gonna get going because I had something coming up, and I need to get this done. I know she does. Look, she's a pimp. She don't play. Look, she got all these little fake membership groups with nothing uploaded. So, like, if I have a group, I'm gonna actually upload something in it. Okay, if I have like a private whatever, it's gonna be something in it. I'm not gonna just tell y'all to pay for it and I'm putting all my content out here only. You might as well never pay for it, right? But yeah, happy holidays to all. I gotta get going. It's already past a little 3 hours. Thank you so much for coming as well. Questioning Everything TV. Thank you. You're lovely for coming. Thank you, Princess 3413 for coming. Thank you, Donna Harris for coming. Thank you, Stella, Kitty, Just Legacy, Stop E-Begging, Slim Roller from earlier, and all the lurkers out there. Um, I'll keep y'all updated. And yeah, hugs and blessings and happy holiday. And that's all I have to say. But successful, get help. That wasn't cool. That wasn't cool because if I give you some threats, you won't like it. Because I can outdo your threats, to be honest. But you wouldn't like it if I did it to you. So